What's up, everybody? It's J&J with Justin and Jordan. This time, very special guest. I've been trying to make it work. Top is a busy man, bro. Top is a very busy man. But we finally got it to work. Top, I'm going to need you to introduce yourself, bro, and how we even know each other.
Well, I'm Top One Hoops. If you haven't seen me on TikTok, go check me out on TikTok. I go live every single weekday. I be on live all the time. I'm known for being a man of the people because I give crazy takes, but my takes, they come to life, right? And Low Tier, I met him. Low Tier, I call him Low Tier because he came into lives, and that's his TikTok name. But Jordan, as y'all know him on the podcast, he's known to disagree with a lot of my bad takes, quote unquote, my bad takes. I think they're really good takes because they usually come true. But we have disagreements, and we formed a connection just by having those arguments, having those fun times on the live. So now I'm here, and we're gonna do it on his podcast this time.
To be fair, I agree with you on a lot of shit.
Yeah. We agree for sure.
But I just hate when heads come up just to glaze and just be like, I agree with all your takes. I buy. That should be blowing me. I gotta find something to disagree with. If I agree with all your shit on the screen, I don't hop up.
Like the Kings.
Fucking go.
We gonna get to them too though, for sure. We gotta get to the Kings for sure.
My hot take is that they're gonna be a top 5 seed.
See,
man.
And this is how we build the connection right there from him saying egregious stuff like that. But
We got the 2 biggest Kings haters I know in my life. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of ridiculous. We're gonna leave the Kings alone, bro. They're fine. We don't gotta talk about the Kings. We gonna leave them the fuck alone. But Justin, can we talk?
Kings.
Stop. Can we get the topics rolling, bro?
I want him to admit though that the Kings roster makes 0 sense. None. The Kings roster makes no sense. You have a whole bunch of guys who want to operate in the same space.
Yeah,
Zach LaVine is really good, but that's the only bright spot that they have. DeMar DeRozan
no sense at all.
Is shaky. Sabonis he's a good player, but in that offense it's like you add Russell Westbrook to that too. Ew, that's nasty, bro.
We just waiting for Devin Carter, bro. Come on, we're waiting for Devin Carter. Not only that, we're still better than the Mavs. As we speak, we're still better than the Mavs. That's what matters. That's all that matters. We better than both. All 3 of my teams are better than the Mavs right now. By far, it's not even close.
What's the 3?
You know my 3: the Knicks, the Kings, and the Spurs. Now they got D Fox.
Okay.
I'm a D Fox truther, bro. Show some respect, man. Come on, we leaving the Kings alone. Justin, can we roll into these topics for the day, man? Controversial in 2 ways, the topics that we got going on.
Yeah, so today we got our opening week overreactions. A lot of exciting things happened this week in the NBA. This is probably one of the best opening weeks that we've had in a long time in the NBA. And then we got the big gambling scandal that's going on in the league. Chauncey Billups and over 30 people have been arrested. FBI is involved now. We got the sports gambling investigation, and we got the illegal poker thing going on. So it's a lot to unpack today on this episode.
Let's get the gambling out the way, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Just, I'm going to let you break it down. I'm going to let Top react first. So just give us a quick rundown of all the things that's just going on.
Yeah, so basically, what day was it? Thursday morning, FBI arrested Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, Damon Jones as a part of a wide-ranging investigation of illegal sports betting and rigged poker games by the mafia. That's what's being thrown out there right now. I'm reading this article right here. It says a total of 34 people were arrested as a result of the years-long investigation covering 11 states involving tens of millions of dollars. FBI Director Kash Patel said law enforcement officials said the multiple charges involved 4 mafia families, organized crime networks, with Patel saying some of the money involved that the fraud is mind-boggling. And in some of these indictment notes, they're saying that in these illegal poker games, there was like X-ray tables, infrared cards, and stuff like that. And essentially, like, Chauncey Billups was kind of like, in his defense, they're trying to say like he ain't really know that he was a part of this, but like he was like the big attraction to draw some more people into the game. And a lot of people was losing upwards of like 6 figures in these games. So, and then with Terry Rozier, the indictments with him, there's some reports dating back from a few years with like his boy placing bets on him and specific games where he would play like 10 minutes and there was a lot of bets on Terry Rozier under. And the biggest red flag for the FBI was there was a list of teams where there was a lot of place bets, and it was like the Raptors, the Lakers, the Heat, and that's when it kind of opened everybody's eyes to it. But this is like the second time they've looked into Terry Rozier. Because I remember they had something last year about it, but now it's getting to the point where it's really, really crazy, and we could see a lot of people going down because of this. And I don't think this is. I mean, the Donaghy shit was a lot worse, but this shit is crazy too.
No, absolutely. I definitely want to hear from Top first before I even say anything, bro. Like all this shit really did blow me.
Yeah, everybody should have known Terry Rozier was betting on himself when he left the Celtics and he went for the Hornets, and then he started playing like trash, right? Because he used to be a serviceable player back in the day. Like when we look at Terry Rozier, you think of a man that came off the bench that got buckets, right? And then all of a sudden he gets injured, come back, and then he can't play basketball no more. Turn the ball over, shooting dumb shots. I didn't hear you mention it, but they said he was faking injuries as well. So I don't know what's going on. Like he's missing time doing all this. So, but as a millionaire though, like realistically, as a millionaire, why are you? It's like, why are you doing this? Chauncey Billups, like the league needs to harp down on this because it's a lot of gambling that we got out there in the sports world, with not just basketball, football, all types of sports. So we got some scandals with Kawhi and him stealing money from other organizations and getting paid under the table in this. And this is things that's going on this year. So the NBA to me Adam Silver needs to do something. To me, people say he's a bad commissioner. I don't really think that. I think he's done a lot of good things for the NBA, like making it global, right? Making these streaming services, bringing in more income for all these players, the in-season tournament. He's done a lot of good things for the NBA. But now you got bad stuff being said about the NBA, like illegal things. And this is stuff that he needs to lay the hammer on. So Chauncey Billups should never be coaching or involved with the NBA ever again, right? Terry Rozier should never be. And I seen he got his $26 million up front. So they gave him the whole contract. He should never, ever be involved with the NBA again. And that should let everybody else know that if you are betting on yourself or even, talking about it, like there should be completely banned to talk about betting, like for NBA players. So I think the league needs to come down hard on both of them. If not, then that's your integrity of the NBA. Like that's your integrity. So you always want to keep a good integrity as a commissioner for sure.
Nah, absolutely. To touch on the sports gambling stuff, like it's going too far at this point in time, right? Me and my brother was talking about it this morning. Haven't you guys noticed the only active player in any sport, in any gambling commercials is Braun? And you guys know I love Braun a lot. But, like, that's the first time I noticed when me and my brother were talking about, because, Braun's getting linked to this because of Damon Jones, right? Whether it's right or wrong. We gonna see later, right? But Braun is the only active player that promotes sports gambling in any commercials. That's already crazy, man. I think you should be banned as an active athlete from doing anything like that. Shouldn't be allowed to do that. Like, if you Pat McAfee, if you Julian Edelman, if you JJ Redick when you were on the podcast, that's fine. But to be an active player promoting that, that's a bad look. And I agree with what Top said. These guys got to get banned from the league. Absolutely banned. They have to be banned because there's no place for this in our sport, bro. Because who knows how big this web really gets? Who knows? Because obviously Porter got hit last year. Now we got Terry twice, got in trouble. This time it's official. We got Chauncey. They try to link Kevin Garnett to it. As I was saying before we even press record, his name is clear. I think the story went that they promised him they were going to a party. He pulled up and it was like a poker night. He was like, yeah, I'm out of here. He didn't even partake, allegedly, right? So hopefully that's the truth. But these guys cannot be in the league no more. And I'm kind of I don't think Adam Silver's gonna drop no crazy hammer, to be honest with you. I know Top said that he doesn't think Adam Silver's that bad of a commissioner. I think of the three major sports. I don't watch hockey. I think of the three major sports. I personally think he's the worst. He's done some good things, but when it comes time to lay out a punishment, he don't really do it. So I doubt anything crazy is gonna come of this unless like his hand is truly forced. My question too is, does he know anything about any of this beforehand? That's my real question, because the speculation now is the conspiracy theory now is it was something like Terry Rozier was forced to sit out, and they're saying that they're thinking that it was Adam Silver who put in that call. Full conspiracy, no grounds of it, whatever. It makes sense, but I'm not gonna push that as like a true fact. But I'm gonna need two bans right here. I'm gonna need two lifetime bans. I need it. Baseball, don't be scared to do it. Football, don't be scared to do it. David Stern wasn't scared to do it during the drug 80s. You feel me? This needs to be the two newest lifetime bans, unfortunately. And I hate to say it, but
that's the thing for me though, is that Adam Silver, like you said, he doesn't really lay the hammer onto the players. That's the only criticism I have for him. But I don't think he knows what's going on, because I mean he had his homeboy betting for him, so it's like he wasn't. I don't. Did he place the bets himself? Like, did he place any bets through his name? Like
Terry?
Yeah, Terry.
No, you can't. So he just told a group, kind of like Jonte Porter did with the Discord. He just told a group of people like, "Yo, do this, this, and this, and give me a cut." And I think they pulled up to his house with 200 bands, and he counted them all.
Yeah, that's. But thing is, as an NBA player though, you gotta be smarter than that. Like, for one, he got a $26 million guaranteed dollar contract. Yep. Why are you telling people to bet onto you, and then you get that much? Like, for what? Like, you're already rich, and then you got to know that they're going to find out regardless. Like, the NBA, well, I seen some that, I forgot who said it, but they said the NBA knows exactly what you're doing, especially David Stern back then. Like, they keep up with everything that you're doing. They know when you're sleeping, eating, all that type of stuff. They're watching you. They have people that literally watch you.
Nah, I mean, I my favorite story, I forgot who it was. Justin, maybe you know that Pat Riley has sent a guy to follow a player around. Like, I'm sure they're doing that with every player. I forgot who the story was about though, but that's a true story. I forgot who it was though, but yeah, absolutely. The league is always watching. You're gonna get caught. The only answer on why they're doing this is greed. At the end of the day, it's greed. Same thing with Jonte Porter, right? It's like, if you just played good, you could have gotten another contract, but you sacrificed everything. I think, Justin, for 50 bands, if you could fact check that, I don't even think he made 100 off of it. Not even 100. Like, bro, that's what your check looks like after 2 weeks of work in the NBA. Not even being funny, that's what your check looks like. And you risked your whole career for what the equivalent of one check. One check of you hooping for 2 weeks straight. It's ridiculous. Terry Rozier's looks even worse. Because like Top said, he's already making millions. He wasn't in the situation like Chauncey Billups. He was making even more money and still risked his career, bro. That's why I think they got to be punished crazy for this. They have to. They have to.
I know what it is, though. It's the Hornets never left them. See, that's what it is. Like, you got Brandon Miller. He getting caught up whatever he was caught up with him handing the gun to people. Then you got what's his name? Miles Bridges doing what he was doing over there. LaMelo Ball don't care about nothing you do.
Book night.
It's the Hornets. That's what it is. It never left them.
Yo, let me read this paragraph real quick from ESPN. So this is connected with Damon Jones and the LeBron shit. They said on February 9th, 2023, Jones texted co-conspirators to bet against the Lakers in their game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Player 3, as is identified in the filing, would not be playing that night because of injury. Though player 3 was not named in the indictment, the details, including the relationship with Jones, match those of LeBron James. James has not been accused of any wrongdoing, and a source close to him told ESPN's Dave McMenamin that he was unaware of Jones's gambling activity.
It's possible Bron's involved, but it's gonna be the same thing as Ohtani. I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But even if he was guilty, it's going to be another Ohtani situation. A guy as big as Bron is not going down.
Yeah,
I can promise you that.
Bron is the godfather. He's not going.
Bron's smarter than that though. Like,
Bron is smart as shit.
If he was, anyways, he ain't gonna get caught because, like,
exactly,
he gonna have the best lawyers. He gonna have everything set up for him. So,
or he probably had the method set up. Like maybe he is doing it, but it's like you can't trace it back to him. Maybe he's telling someone to tell someone to put a bet on him or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Bron is gonna get away with it scot-free again if he does have any connection to this. I'm not assuming he does or doesn't, but if he did, right, he's not gonna get in trouble. Like Justin said, Bron runs the league, bro. Jeff T confirmed it. You getting a call? Like it's not even a joke no more. It started off as a meme. You getting a call from his team, bro. If you even so much as talk about him and you're a former player, so he's fine. He's fine. Bron could very well be guilty, but it's not gonna come up as that in the court. That's all I could say, man. He not gonna get in trouble for nothing. I just want to see if there's gonna be any more players getting in trouble. I hope not, but I wouldn't be surprised if like one or two more guys come out and get caught. And between you and me, you know, I'm hoping it's Tatum and Halliburton. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope it's them too. I hope it's them too. Oh, I don't care about what's on the wall, bro. I don't care. I hope Halliburton's on FanDuel, bro. I hope he has a FanDuel account. I really do.
It's in New York. Like first it was Trae Young, which is valid. I'm not tripping over the Trae Young hate. But now it's like it's some hate towards Halliburton in New York energy now, bro. But I understand it. If I dropped the triple double with no turnovers, I would hate me too.
But you like Shea and he schooled Ant. I need an explanation.
I like the NBA. It's not just Shea. I like the league.
That's why you hate Luka. You expose it. That's why you hate Luka, because he fried Ant in the conference.
No. I don't hate Luka.
Yeah, you do.
If anything, I don't like Luka's fan base. I like Luka. Like last night, even though he was playing NBA, he had 45 points. However many he had, close to 49. 49.
49, bro.
He was killing. It was nothing the Wolves could do. And I was in there being like, yeah, like this is a top 2 scorer in the game. Like this is entertaining. Not a flop.
Top 1.
What? Wait.
No. Yeah. No pun intended on your name. Top 1 scorer in the league.
No.
He's number 1.
Shea or Luka?
You know who that is.
Luka.
Right?
Is Luka. It's Luka.
So I see them agendas are gonna be okay. I see them agendas are gonna get pushed.
It didn't take him 30 free throws to get to that 49. I'm telling you right now.
We can spend. Let's go to the because we can low key we can spend a million years on that because y'all know y'all cannot like talk about how Shea gets all these free throws when you seen Luka literally do it last night. Luka just does it in a different way, and it might be worse. Did you see the play on the left wing where Jaden McDaniels, it was Jaden McDaniels or Nas Reed, where he kind of touched him a little bit, and then Luka Doncic flopped to the ground on one knee. He's flopping on the ball with the ball in his hands and off the ball. Jaden McDaniels is frustrated because there's things you cannot do. He cannot even aggressively play defense because Luka is going to draw a foul.
That to even talk about aggressive defense when Shea's teammate Lou Dort is body slamming folks is crazy. That's crazy for you to even say that. To say you can't play physical against a player. Lou Dort know how to play physical against everybody in the world.
Lou Dort gets away with a lot.
But okay, I understand that. If you're gonna say you kind of like Luka more because Shea gets the foul calls and on the other end Lou Dort can do that, then I can kind of understand it. But if you're saying you enjoy watching Luka and you kind of sort of enjoy liking Shea, it's the same thing. They're both foul baiting, which is a skill, by the way. I have no problem with that. Like I have no problem. It's a skill to have to get to the free throw line and see the ball go through the net when nobody's guarding you. That's a skill. All the great scorers have been able to get to the free throw line.
I don't know, man. Kevin Durant was never really getting to the line ever in his career.
That's one exception. That's one exception.
What about Monte Ellis? Why y'all laughing?
Because we talking about Shea, Luka, KD, and about Monte Ellis.
And we know that after this season, if Shea averages 30 again, he's a top 10 scorer ever, right? which he will be, right?
I mean, maybe, but it's like, do we really talk about top 10 scorers ever? Like, I don't even have a top 10 scorer list prepared, like, in my head.
Well, we're talking about top 5, and he'll be there. He'll be there.
No, not top 5. Not top 5.
No, he will.
Not top 5. So you have him. You're gonna have to kick out like one of Michael or Bron or Kobe, right? Because that's already 3 spots available,
for sure.
And then Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
and who will that last spot go to?
You said the name though. You already said the name.
What, Kobe?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you're averaging 30, 4, 5, 6 seasons, because I don't see Shea slowing down. He's going to average 30 this year, the next year, and probably the next year for the next 3 seasons. So that's like 6, 7 seasons in a row averaging 30, and it's going to be an efficient 30. So how is he not a better scorer than Kobe?
Let's go. You know what? I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for extra Kobe hate on this podcast, bro. I'm all for it. I'm all for the Kobe slander, bro. I'm here for it. You know what? I agree, Top. He's going to surpass Kobe in scoring. Why not?
Get on you for that shit.
I don't care, bro. Call JC. Add JC to this pod right now live, and let's see what he has to say about that.
It'll be like a 3-hour episode.
5 hours, honestly. But, like, come on, man. Like, all trolling aside, I don't think he's going to go down as a better scorer than Kobe.
I mean,
he's not.
Curry's already better than Kobe as a scorer.
As a scorer? No.
Yeah.
No. You know, I give Kobe a lot of grief, but let's not forget this man averaged 35, bro, in the hardest defensive era ever, and the lowest scoring like time in history by far.
Hardest defensive era is today.
No, it's not.
It is. They play the best defense in today's game.
No, it's not. It's. I'm not gonna be one of those people who says the defense is terrible today. There's no defense. That's false. That's a lie. The worst defense ever is the 80s. Objectively, the 80s is the worst defense, right? But the 2000s was disgusting defense, bro.
Because the league wasn't as look.
Oh, come on, bro.
The reason why today's defense is so good is because they're taxed to do so much. Like you have to. There's so much space, so much 3-point shooting, and you have guys like Luka. Like last night, even bad defensive teams, like the Lakers, are not a good defensive team. They broke down the Wolves broke down their defense initially, and then you had Vandal rotate to a spot. You had Luka X out to a rotation. You had Austin Reeves close out to a shooter. Then it ended up with a contested 3. There's so much communication and so much skill and IQ you have to be able to guard these players now. If you go back then where there's not a lot of space, where there's not as many talented players in the NBA, these athletic freaks that were watching, like a Min Thompson, like Lou Dort getting into your skin, it would be easy for them. They would look like 10 times better defenders because they're not taxed to do as much.
You don't think the 04 Pistons is locking up today? I'm not saying holding teams under 70 like they used to regularly on a streak.
I think every all-time great thing, like all-time great shooting, all-time great defense will still produce in any era. That's what makes you all-time great. But just like the Thunder, to me, is a better defense than the Pistons. Why? Because
no. I'm not hearing you out, bro. I'm not doing this. I have to cut you off. I'm not doing this.
Justin, you agree? Come on. Like, if you go from top to bottom, though, like from 1 to 10, they have like 5 or 6 all-NBA caliber defenders. The Pistons didn't have that.
Ben Wallace is a top 10 defender ever.
Nah,
yeah, but these guys are young. We don't know what their career future outlook looks like in England.
I see the one top of what Top is saying, that like with the game evolving, like it's a lot harder to defend now. So it's like you could appreciate what the defenders nowadays is trying to do because the league is so much more talented now. But I feel like back then, bro, it was tough back then, bro. It was really tough. And even though you could say that the league wasn't as talented back then, we had some strong defenders back then. Like we talk about Ben Wallace back in the day, Bruce. I know people call him a hack, but Bruce Bowen was not to be fucked with back in the day.
He Lou Dort before Lou Dort.
Basically. Yeah. And we talk about in an era when there was a lot of big men dominated players, and we had a lot of big men defensive player of the years back then. So just in that sense, I would still take back then, but I see your point of how the league is evolving, and it's like, yo, it is more impressive what these top defenders are doing nowadays and how it could grow into that. So I see that side as well, but I do think that the early 2000s were better.
For sure. In the old school, principles are starting to come back. Like, you see these teams running double big lineups. You see, the Pacers and all these teams going 94 feet. You're starting to see that now. Like, every team is starting to implement now where we're going to pressure the ball handler 94 feet. Like, so all them old school principles are being put in the nuances of the game where we're going to press you 94 feet. We're going to run this double big lineup. We're going to run some zone in there. Like, it's so many complicated schemes nowadays too, where in the playoffs, like, you have to, your coaching matters so much because like Luka last night, I felt like they lost because they had a horrible defensive game plan. Chris Finch, like, there was nothing you could really do because he was in a rhythm at one point, but they started off going by under the ball screens. Why are you going under on Luka, right? He had 4 threes in like the first half. And then they started going over. Now he's already in a rhythm. So therefore, you switch the coverage, and now he's hitting his getting to his body, bump fadeaways, Aiden on lobs. Then there was nothing you could do at that point, so you're forced to blitz him. Yeah, and then when they started to blitz him, now Aiden's freed up for dunks because Luka is looking off and throwing a wide open dunk to Aiden. So it's just it's crazy, man. Like, and able to be disruptive to these players in the playoffs when they're at their best, you got to have a great defensive scheme in place to beat them, to be honest.
Here's my defense of the 04 Pistons, too, and we just going to let this rest, right? The difference between that team and, like, other, like, all-time teams and things like that, right? Like, Ben Wallace is going to transcend to today. Ben Wallace was 6'9". He would step out to the perimeter. He's not no, like, big man that's lugging around. Like, no disrespect to, like, Dikembe, but you're dragging Dikembe out to the perimeter. If you like the Thunder right now, for example, right? You can't do that with Ben Wallace. Like, he was a super versatile defender. He's going to anchor the paint, and he won't come out. And everybody around him made him an even better defender because they were also elite defenders in their own right at their position, man. Like, I think that is by far, I don't even think it's close between them and second place. If you want to debate who's the second best defensive team of all time, we could have that debate. But they are the undisputed number 1 to me forever. And I don't think that's ever going to change, honestly.
Whoa, you don't think it's ever going to change? It's already changed. It's already changed.
It's not because today's version of what the Pistons did, right? Just how many games in a row was it that they held teams under 70? About 10?
I don't remember the exact number, but it was a good amount. Because I remember the Nets were celebrating once they broke over.
Yeah, the Nets celebrated. Jay Kidd and them, who just went to the finals, celebrate like they won a championship for scoring 70 points against the Pistons. The equivalent today would be like if the Thunder, you guys can let me know if this is fair. If the Thunder held 10 straight opponents under 90, I think that's a fair equivalent. Because I'm not going to expect them to hold a team under 70 now in 2025.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, but the beginning of last year, right, when they won a championship, when Chet was healthy, they had, for the first 15 games, they held teams under 100 points. They had like a 95, 96 defensive rating.
I think 90 and below would be even crazier because you got to remember in the early 2000s.
Now that's impossible.
I mean, bro, it was borderline impossible back then to hold people under 70, and they still did it.
I don't like. You can't hold teams under 90 points. Like, every single game, a team's going to score more than 90. They're just too talented. There's nothing you can't hold a team under 90. It's impossible.
They was holding teams to 58, 59 points in an era where you're scoring like 95.
Because nowadays it's up and down, right? Up and down. You're running up and down. There's so many more possessions. Back then, they're not as talented and there's less possessions. So you're talking about back then there's specialists, right? Bruce Brown was a specialist. His one job was to be out there and shoot. Just defense. Lou Dort can shoot and defend. He can even put the ball on the ground time to time. Like, these guys they're not trying to score. They get what they get. They probably get 2 to 5 shots per game, and you make them or miss them. You just had specialists back then. So you had your two primary guys scoring the basketball, and that's pretty much it. Now you got 1 to 8 to 10 guys scoring every single night. You know how hard that, and that 10th guy on the roster could even give you 15 to 20.
I don't know about the 10th guy.
But Benedict Mathurin was what? In the playoffs, the 9th or 10th guy? for the Pacers, and he
last year, no.
He was like the sixth man
in the playoffs though.
That's more like Obi.
Yeah, that's more
I
like
think Obi was like the sixth because T.J. McConnell was a sixth man.
TJ was the undisputed 6.
And then Obi was probably 7. Obi, let me see.
I would say Mathurin was 7.
7th, 8th, or 9th man, probably.
I think Mathurin was playing more than Obi.
9th,
and even then,
man,
Obi would be like the 8th guy.
9th, 10th man, you talking about Thomas Bryant, Tony Bradley, and them, Ben Shepherd. You talking about those guys.
Hold on, Ben Shepherd, I think had a game though, a decent game. But
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Ben Shepherd, they took the champions to double overtime. And Benedict Mathurin, the 8th man on the bench, had 36 points.
But you could say the guys on the Thunder are more skilled, but that doesn't make them better defenders. So yeah, Dort can shoot and defend, but it doesn't make him like, for example, Tayshaun Prince is still a better defender. You feel me? Like he's still gonna be a better defender
than Lou Dort.
Tayshaun Prince is a better defender than Lou Dort.
Wait. So you think like when Lou Dort's career is all the way said and done, Lou Dort's not going to be better defender than Tayshaun Prince?
We talking about right now.
Right
We're
now,
talking about from his career to now with what we have evidence of, like him versus peak Tayshaun Prince. Tayshaun Prince is a better defender. Absolutely.
Is Alex Caruso a better defender than Tayshaun Prince?
No. You got to remember, Tayshaun Prince in the mid-2000s, like at his very best, it sounds crazy, but he might really be one of the best wing defenders ever. Like quite literally at his very best, at his apex.
But they had Tayshaun, Ben Wallace, Rasheed, Chauncey Billups. That's 4 guys. If you want to say Richard Hamilton was a good defender as well.
Oh, he was.
Okay,
he was.
So that's about 5, right? 5. And who else?
Rasheed Wallace.
No, he named the whole starting 5. There's nobody else on the bench. No.
Okay, so there's 5 guys. You can go from Hardenstein's a good defender, Chet, Queso, Alex Caruso, Lou Dort, Shay's a good defender, Aaron Wiggins is a good defender, right? Like that's 7 guys that can defend. J-Dub, that's 8.
Who's a better defender, Chauncey Billups or SGA?
SGA.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Like if we're talking about, because Chauncey Billups wasn't guarding the best player on the floors either, right? So if you look at the stocks itself in the numbers,
hold on, because they was playing just man to man on their position. If Steve Nash is on the other side, he's not tossing that to Rip. He taking that assignment. If it was Jay Kidd, he taking that assignment.
But there's also times where Shea has to guard the best assignment as well. If it's not between them just trying to attack him or just being a flowing offense, because he is the weakest defender on the floor, but the weakest defender is still a good defender. Like
absolutely.
When the Rockets were trying to attack him at night 1, he had like I don't know what the exact stocks was, but I know he had above 2 to 3 steals and two steals in a block. Like he played amazing on the ball defense, and we know he's good as being a weak side help defender. We know that he has IQ and playing lanes and it has good hands to steal the ball. So, like for me, if you look at the stocks alone, I would go Shea. In the finals, his defense was bad though. It was bad.
Nah, I'm sticking with Chauncey. I'm sticking with my guns, bro. The Pistons, like if you could hold again, the average in that era, right? I say it was like 93 points. The fact that you're holding whole teams 35 points under the average, league average, is crazy. For you to hold a team to 58 points and 48 minutes of hoops is crazy. That's what I'm saying. The equivalent today would be holding guys under. I think even holding guys under 90 is an easier bar than what the Pistons did for their era. Because it would probably more so like the equivalent of, because we're scoring about like, 110 points per game nowadays. 30 less than that. That's 80. And like you said, everyone's going to score 80 objectively every single game, basically. It's hard not to score 80. Like, if you score 85, that's a very bad game from the whole team, right? But, like, that's what I'm saying. That's what the Pistons were doing, though, bro. That's what they were doing, holding teams to 58, 59, 60 points for games straight, too. Not just once in a while. I think it was like a 7 or 8 game streak. Under 70 points, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yo, fuck the Pistons real quick. Top, who do you think is better defensively? Lou Dort or prime Ron Artest.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
I would go Ron Artest.
Thank
Like
you.
Lou Dort is going to be a better defender though at the end of his career because, like, alone he's going to help them win more championships. Right? That's what he's going to do that. So I feel like him and like Caruso already has 2 because of his defense. So if you're counting Caruso on what he's done as a defender in the playoffs, like in Game 7, he was legit locking up Jokic. I know it was a team effort, but still, Alex Caruso was a big part of that, and that's the best player in the world. Like,
but do you need that? Do you need those championship accolades to be considered?
Well, you need individual. You need individual.
Because would you say Alex Caruso is better than Tony Allen just because he got 2 rings?
No. But it's like nowadays though, it's hard. That's the thing. Like that's why I don't really try like arguing eras because like I feel like it's just so much more. Like we have Wemby in the NBA. He's going to be first team all defense for the next 15 years. Like Chet, like there's not even enough all NBA. There's only 2 defensive teams. There's not even enough for their team alone. Like what was Alex Caruso last year? Second team all defense.
I believe so.
J-Dub didn't even make a defensive team. And there was a point in time where he was playing the 5 and they were still winning games. So, like, there's not even enough to go around on their team.
Alex Caruso did not make he didn't make all defensive last year. His last year with Chicago, he was second team all defense.
Oh, he didn't like that's what I'm saying. So wait, so did J-Dub make it over him? I forget the defensive teams. Or J-Dub didn't make it. I know Lou Dort made first team, huh?
Dort made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to find right now.
The torture chamber. You know what it is. You see what he did to KD. You see what he did to KD.
I like Dort.
J-Dub was second team last year.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like it's not enough to go. Like even Chet can be first team. Caruso can be first or second. J-Dub can be first or second. Dort can be first or second. Even Shea got defensive player of the year votes, even though you can take that with a grain of salt because I think he got that just because he's the second best player in the league. But still, even Giannis could be on an all defensive team this year. I think he has an opportunity to do that for sure.
All right, one last one, then we can move on to hot takes. Ron Harper or Lou Dort? Defensively only. Don't lie.
How many all defensive teams does Ron Harper have?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but he was a demon, bro.
He don't got one.
But he was a demon, though.
He was a demon.
So he don't have one in. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like defense, you can look at the individual accolades, but you also got to look at what they did during their runs. Like you got to look at how they impacted that's their side of the floor in the playoffs.
Yeah, Ron Harper.
Because
Ron Harper did it.
Like Drew Holiday. Like Drew Holiday, I don't know how many off the head he has defensive selections, but like he's helped teams win championships basically off the sole fact of his defense.
Drew Holiday is better than Lou Dort defensively all time.
Yeah,
Drew Holiday got 5.
For sure.
Drew Holiday was robbed of DPOY by Marcus Smart.
He got 3 first teams.
Absolutely robbed by Marcus Smart. So his damn so shitty about that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Let me ask y'all though. Herb Jones has more. Well, no, he has one defensive selection, right? One first team.
Herb Jones is like that, bro.
I know, but who's a better defender, Herb Jones or Lou Dort?
Yeah, Herb Jones got 1.
That's a tough question. I don't know if I could. I don't think I can even give an answer right now.
That's what I'm saying because Dort literally helped them win a chip with his defense. But Herb Jones,
but come on, bro. Herb Jones is playing next to who?
But
who is he playing next to?
I think I would low key go Herb Jones, but it's close.
It's close.
It's close. It's definitely close.
It's closer than you think, Top.
No, for sure. It is. It is.
Herb Jones. What you about to say?
Dort's advanced shit is gonna look way better when he got Hartenstein and Chet back there with him too.
Yeah.
And Caruso, he playing next to.
Yeah. Who's behind Herb?
Because technically, this is Herb only got 1 defensive first team selection, but This past season, this was Lou Dirt's first selection ever. Prior to last year, he wasn't defensive team ever.
And he should have been.
Yeah.
He was talented enough. He should have been. That's why I don't really take sometimes I take all defensive with a grain of salt. Sometimes. Because you had Kobe getting it just for reputation.
This is exactly.
Yeah, Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson said, and that's his fucking coach. So I rest my case there. But I do want to get into our hot takes, though. We all came in with 5 really hot takes. Overreactions, obviously, off of the 2 games. Well, not every team's played 2 games yet, but after like the first few days of the season starting, just straight overreactions. I want to hear some crazy ass shit. I'm gonna just say it right now because I wrote some crazy stuff down, and I'm gonna let Top go first.
Oh, shit.
Top is the guest. I'm gonna let Top give his first hot take first.
That's what I do best, man. That's what I do best. You know I gave some hot takes in the summer, right? If you haven't seen my lives before, I know Justin, this your first time hearing my takes, but I went on live and I said that I think that Jaren Jackson is better than Evan Mobley, right? So I know both of y'all hate Jaren Jackson for some odd reason. He hasn't got out to a great start. He played really bad in preseason, but I'm peeping. We got a long season to go. The Grizzlies got blown out by 40 points last night, so that
was embarrassing, yo.
But
Can you tell the people who they lost to again?
The Miami Heat.
who don't even have Tyler Hero.
Well, to be fair, Norman Powell's a really good scorer. To be honest, I want him to get some appreciation and some respect. Norman Powell's a good scorer. Like I wouldn't say great
to lose like that.
No, it's
bro,
not.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Norman Powell should not be whooping your ass like that, bro. Come on.
If he had a game winner, sure, I'll give you that. But
it's not. But Norman Powell gonna get a lot of buckets this year. But here's my hot take, though. I'm gonna start off strong. I think LeBron needs to get traded.
LeBron,
like realistically,
needs to or will?
No, I think he needs to. I don't know if they will because Rob Pelinka is not the smartest, but he needs to get traded because, like, have we seen the way that Luka's been playing, right? And of course, you need a secondary ball handler in Austin Reeves, but I think you're going to have to choose between the two. And of course, LeBron's a better player than Reeves, but LeBron's about to retire. So if you trade Reeves, you're not going to get you're going to have LeBron, and you're probably not going to win a championship this year with what you get with Reeves. And then you're going to lose a secondary because you're probably not going to get a secondary ball handler back for Reeves because nobody's going to give a better secondary ball handler back for the player that they're getting. So then you're going to lose one, and then you're going to lose one to retirement. So then you just have Luka. So you have to keep Reeves. He's up for an extension, and he's probably going to want $30 to $35 million, right? So then that only leaves you one choice, LeBron. I know teams, he's 41 years old. They're not gonna send you a haul, but you can get some good role players for LeBron. Like there's some teams that will take LeBron James. I really feel that way. Like the Cavaliers, they might take LeBron James, or a team like the Mavericks might take LeBron James. So I feel like you need to trade him to build this roster around Luka, because when you have too many guys on the ball, Luka's a rhythm player, right? If he can't really get into a rhythm, then he can make some shots, but it won't be like what we seen last night. And in order to win a championship, you need that Luka. In order to contend in the West, you need that Luka. So Austin Reeves is fine next to Luka, but Luka, LeBron, and Reeves, I feel like that's a little bit too much. Luka's a guy who has to run the offense. The offense has to start with him and has to end with him.
That's fair. I mean, we could give Huck Porty and picks for LeBron, second-round picks. I got no problem doing that. If that's what the trade is, I got no problem with it.
Huck Porty and picks? That's not getting you LeBron.
Hey, man, he's about to be 41.
Yeah, that's not even LeBron.
I think maybe. Let's see.
No one's taking that trade, Top. He's 41. He's about to be 41.
I know that. That's the thing about it. And that's why they're stuck in a bad situation. Because I mean, Aiden is not already good enough. Like he's not good enough as your starting center. He's just not good enough.
Oh, come on! He had a good second game.
He's not good enough. Aiden is not good enough. Like so, you're already thin in that area. I think Jax Hayes is serviceable off the bench, but then, like I said, it's just. They had a good – well, I don't even think their defense was great last night. They played good as a team because they were clicking because of how good Luka played, Reeves played good. Rui Hachimura was huge, and the Wolves defense stunk. Nas Reed is a terrorist, but
Wow.
but
Wow.
like it just has to run with Luka. Like it's like he's one of them hardened players where it doesn't look right if he's playing off the ball. And I know he lost weight, and that should allow him to move off the ball more, use screens, get open, and because he's a little bit faster. But still, I just think that in order for him to get into a complete rhythm, he has to be the first touch every single time off the floor, pretty much.
Fair enough. Justin, I'll let you go next.
Yeah, I didn't think that take was that crazy. Just because I feel like they got a lot of things that they got to figure out. And I feel like what the loss that hurts them the most is the Dorian Finney-Smith loss.
Yeah.
Having a 3-and-D wing, and maybe a better. I know Ayton is early, second game he played better, but maybe a better defensive anchor at the center. That would be a lot more valuable for them too. And then prioritizing LeBron is not going to be in their best interest. My crazy overreaction, y'all might call me crazy because it's wild, but the Mavericks might have to start Ryan Nembhard because this Cooper Flag point guard shit is not it. I'm sorry. And
I try to say it.
Yo, and Top, I know you don't know, but I'm a Duke fan. I fuck with Cooper Flag.
Glazer.
But this point guard experiment, I am not fucking with. I don't know what Jason Kidd was thinking. Maybe he wants him to like initiate the offense and try to be aggressive. But watching Cooper Flag all year, it was at Duke. It was like they wasn't forcing him the ball and like, yo, go make a play. He was surrounded by other great players that could also initiate offense as well, and he was just getting his shit within the offense because Cooper no, just go give it to him. He gonna get a bucket. He's a fucking defensive monster. He's gonna wreak havoc in transition. He's gonna get you put back dunks and stuff like that. He'll occasionally get you some buckets in isolation, but asking him to go get his and then to set up everybody else, I don't like it, especially with the lineup that they got out there. Very limited spacing. You're starting him with Klay Thompson, who ain't what he used to be, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively. That paint is gonna be clogged for him, especially for somebody who's not a size up, I'm gonna get a 3 off the dribble type of shit. So I think the offense looks pretty clunky, and we saw this last night with the Wizards because I got it right here in front of me. Just on threes, they shot 29% as a team, 10 for 34. They're gonna have to figure something out, and it's probably crazy for me to suggest Nembhard because they also have D'Lo on the roster, but I feel like D'Lo's the type of point guard he's trying to go out and get his first, and then he'll probably look for everybody else after that. But I feel like Nembhard, watching him at Creighton, he's one of the he led the whole NCAA in assists last year, and people are gonna be like, oh, it's the NBA, blah blah blah. But I feel like the biggest thing with him is the size. But when you have Anthony Davis and Derek Lively back there, and all the wing depth that you have, you could you could probably get away with hiding him. But you need somebody to set the table and run the offense for you. And I don't think Cooper Flag. I don't think to give him that job right now is the way to do it.
Oh man, I might as well just give my Mavs take. Top is from Texas, so 3 out of 5 of my takes are Texas themed. I'm gonna just leave it at that, right? Let's get one team out the way. The Mavs. The Mavs, as I said at the start of the season, now solidified. They will be a play-in team. This is some ugly hoops out there. Like Justin already said, point guard Cooper Flag is not gonna work. Let's not force it. Top, I have to call you out. I have to. You said D'Lo was gonna be serviceable. The man just dropped a 1-2-3 game. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. 1-2-3. So your options are currently, like Justin said, Nembhard, Mr. 1-2-3, the 1-2-3 kid, or forcing Cooper Flag to be point guard. You cannot be a for a contender. You cannot be a playoff team without a true point guard. And even when Kyrie comes back, it's gonna be too late. And as I've said on my show and to many other people as well, Top, Low, Mars, I've told all these people, right? Kyrie cannot be the point guard of a team, especially not this one. He is a 2 guard. He's an undersized 2 guard. So if they don't get a point guard in here as soon as possible, just write them off as a 9-10 seed. And they're going to lose that first game anyway. So we're going to see one game out of Dallas after April Hoops is done. That's all we're going to get from them.
I agree with both of what you're saying with the Ryan Nembhard thing, because watching the game, especially in the first game, because I went to the game, I immediately seen that Ryan Nembhard was clearly the best point guard for them. And, the way that they're running this offense doesn't look right. They're trying to have Anthony Davis sit at the top of the key and run dribble handoffs, even when D'Lo's in the game. Like, it just looks bad, right? And if this continues, I'm going to be honest, we got to start questioning Jason Kidd. He's been fired for organizations before. So
and y'all just extended him too.
Yeah. So maybe it's just he got covered up by how elite Luka was, because he's never, remember that time when he tried to play Giannis at the point and it didn't look right. Giannis just wasn't ready for it yet. He's obviously gotten better, but he wasn't ready for it yet. And that's what the same thing with Cooper. I seen Carter Bryant getting into him at the game, and he's just losing his handle. I seen, them not even have enough 3-point, like, it's already a math problem in itself when you're getting 34 threes up. To me, I think that's not enough. I'm big on 3-point volume. So you're already going to lose in that area. So if you're not getting as many threes as the other team is, you got to shoot a high percentage. And you're not even doing that. So it's going to be tough for them to win. But I said on my live, I said they're going to struggle offensively, because you don't want to put all your responsibilities on an 18-year-old, and that's exactly what they're doing. And I don't think Anthony Davis is the type of player to, like, Luka's an advantage creator, right? He's going to make other players get open, off the simple fact of how good he is and how good of a playmaker he is. Anthony Davis isn't that. If anything, we're staying home and we're allowing Anthony Davis to go one-on-one. And he's not – I don't even want to talk about Anthony Davis, how bad he's been. But it's just like you're going to lose the math problem every night. You're not shooting a high percentage. You don't have a point guard. The offense is going to suck. You have to win games off the sole fact you're going to have to win the rebounding battle. You're the possession battle. You're going to have to play really good defense. And that's going to be tough to string that like, you're not the Rockets, right? So it's going to be tough every night to win. So I'm a little lower on them. I think playing is where they'll be. I don't know about a 10th seed, right? You said you think the Kings are going to be better than the Mavericks. That's nasty. But
I did not say that.
8-9. They'll get it going a little bit in a stretch.
The Kings are not going to be better. The Kings are going to be the 11 seed, though.
No.
They're going to miss it barely.
They almost lost to the Jazz last night.
They what?
They almost lost to the Jazz last night.
They what? Repeat that. What was that word before lost?
Look. The Kings. Okay, so you got your Mavericks, Warriors, Lakers.
I don't have Lakers in the play-in.
I do. No,
I don't. Come on, man.
No, I'm saying Warriors is probably 6 to me. The Lakers is 7. 8, I would go like the Mavericks or the Mavericks. I think the Suns are better.
No Grizzly respect, bro. No more Grizzly respect. You're not a Grizzly fan anymore.
I'm just being honest. This is what it is. We suck. They're still better than the Kings, though. We're better than the Kings.
Yo, I might have to make that my 6th additional pick, man. My 6th additional hot take. Kings finish above the Grizzlies. I might have to add that to this list right now.
Darren's better than Sabonis, and John Morant's the best player on the floor.
He's fucking not better than Sabonis.
Justin, you agree?
That Jaren's better than Sabonis? Nah.
Hell no.
Oh, y'all hate Jaren, man. Like, I don't get it either. I don't get it.
When you're a big man and you don't rebound, it's a big turnoff.
That's it. That's the only thing. When people
can't say that's it. You can't say that's it.
Okay, but he does everything better. Everything else better than Sabonis. Everything except passing. But other than that, like shooting, I think he's a better scorer. He's a
post offense.
Huh?
Post scoring, Sabonis.
It's cap.
Post Sabonis.
That's cap. You know it's cap.
Give me Sabonis.
Oh my God! Wait. So, like I say on live, who had the 3 best post touch and paint touch in the NBA?
Give me Sabonis.
Zubac and Jaren Jackson. Don't look at the numbers.
But does that make Zubats, just because I said, does that make Zubats a better post player than, let's say, I don't know. I would even say Kyrie Irving's a better post player than him.
Then
And
Jaren
he's
Jackson?
no, than Zubats. Like, come on, bro. It's not
Well,
even close.
probably because he's a better shooter in the post and a better playmaker in the post, probably. But
Hell yeah.
Wait, who are the three games again?
Zubats, Triple J, and Jokic.
best
All
touch in
right,
the
so
NBA.
based on that stat, is Triple J a better post player than Şengün?
And Şengün?
Fuck no.
Fuck
Yes.
no. Nah.
Last year?
Why are we lying, bro? We're lying on camera for what?
No, last year, yes. Yes.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
can you tell me what did Jaren Jackson majority of his points come from last year? He averaged 22 a game, and he shot 48% from the field. It came from him post touching, him doing that little bump, left-handed, because he's better with his left than his right. Left-handed hook over the top for a layup in the paint. I looked at the numbers on ShotCreator.com. The three highest percentages in the paint in post hooks, floaters, layups. Jaren Jackson, not Şengün, Zubac, and Jokic. Them three guys.
You think Zubats is a better post player than Sabonis?
And Sabonis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Zubats is a better post player than Şengün?
Sabonis, them two guys go to the post more, but when Zubac gets in the post, he's more efficient. He doesn't miss when he's in that post.
So give me the guy who's getting like more post touches.
But is
It's
he
a
more
larger
efficient
sample
because-
size.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
But Şengün's efficiency was horrible last year.
Yeah, but Top, that's like saying you make 2 threes a game at 50% and I make 6 at 34%. My shit is more valuable than yours.
No, but Zubac, he's
Come
like 2-3 post touches and 70%, right? 65. My camera turned off. 65. Şengün is like 5-6 attempts on 40, 50, 42, 43.
That's double though. That's double the sample size.
But it's 30% lower.
Yeah, but it's double the sample size.
We can agree to disagree, I guess.
You could just give us our second hot take. I can't believe you just tried to tell me Zubats is a better post player than Şengün. I'll even take Sabonis out of it for the bias. He is not better in the post than Şengün.
Well, he won't be this year, no, because Şengün's obviously got better, in my opinion. So.
You were glazing him after game 1. What happened in game 2?
He struggled with his efficiency like he was last year.
You were all hype. He could carry offense, brother. Come on.
Wait, hold on. Look. I the other day, right, Justin, right? We went on live, and he gave me the worst. Look, he's cheesing right now because he know he had the worst.
Because he's about to lie, Justin. He's about to lie.
No.
He's about to lie.
Listen to what he said, right? Listen.
But say the word scoring, not offense. Say scoring. Don't lie.
Look. He said.
Say scoring.
Because I said the Rockets will finish higher in the standings than the Lakers, and I said the Lakers are the worst team in the NBA. I mean, not in the NBA, in the West without Luka, right? The worst team in the West without Luka. So he told me if you take Luka and Kevin Durant off of their teams, right? He would rather have Austin Reeves carry an offense and be a scorer than Şengün and the men combined.
Yeah, I Justin, what I said was I trust Austin Reeves to make up for that scoring loss of Luka's 30-plus points than I do for Amen, which was proven last night, and Şengün combined.
What are we talking about? Şengün is going to give you 23.
Amen just had 8 last night.
I think the Şengün part is kind of crazy, but the Amen part, I could agree with you.
Amen is not an offensive player, bro.
I mean, yes, but he's saying them combined, like Şengün
Yeah.
and them combined.
Yeah.
No, Şengün's going to give you 23, and then the man will give you at least 10. That's 33 points. Austin Reeves is not giving you 33 points for himself.
We've never seen Austin Reeves do that.
Night to night?
Come on, man.
We had a 10-game sample size, right?
Austin Reeves can give you 26 a game with no Bron and no Luka. I promise you.
That's still not more than Şengün and the men combined.
I promise you. I mean, I got Şengün giving you 20 and Amen giving you like 11 or 10. 23 is a lot. Shingo's never averaged 23.
Wait, so if the Lakers lose Luka Doncic for 10 games without LeBron, they're losing all 10 games.
No, they're not losing all 10 games.
Yes, they are. They don't even beat the Jazz. The Jazz have the 2 best players on the floor.
Come on, bro. Are you serious?
If you want to be technical,
they're gonna lose 10 games in a row.
Yes.
Bro, that's over exaggerating. If you said 5, maybe I could co-sign it.
What team is the Lakers better than if they lose Luka? Name you one team.
The Nets.
The Nets.
No. The Nets still have the best player.
You trying?
Right, no, they beat the. Okay, they could beat the Nets.
Yeah,
the Wizards. Team. The Wizards.
Yeah.
They could beat the Wizards.
That's tough. No,
that's actually tough.
It's gonna be close. I'm not saying it's a blowout. It would be a close game. They would beat the Wizards by 2-3 points.
No, they don't beat the Wizards.
Yes, they do.
Because the Wizards have more talented players on the floor. Still,
that's okay.
Jaxon George, Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington's mid to me, but
Bub Carrington's ass this year. Trey about to take his fucking job. We don't even got to talk about Bub this year. So far.
He is. I agree with that.
Like, come on, man. They could beat them, bro. Like, they could beat the Wiz. They could beat. I'm trying to just watch. Top's gonna be mad right now. They could beat the Hornets.
I knew you was gonna say that, and you almost made me stand up. What are we doing?
They could beat the Hornets
without Luka.
They could beat the Hornets.
Like, what are we talking about? Oh my! Let's. Are we
could,
for the second hot? That's another hot take from you.
They could beat the Hornets. It's one game, bro.
No, bro. No, they didn't even beat the Hornets last year. Remember that when Luka, LeBron, and
Oh, time out. No. Let's call a full 60. Fuck a 30. Let's call a full 60. Don't the Grizzlies have more talent on their roster than the Heat? Don't they have the 2 best players on the floor against the Heat?
The Heat have a better roster right now.
Like, come on, and then y'all was getting blown out and let them have 90 points in the first half.
No, but the Heat have a better roster right now.
Like, come on. That's not how hoops work, Top. Like, Triple J, him and Bam are on the same level, right? Because you think Triple J is the best player on the team. He's the face of the Grizzlies, right? Ja wipes the floor with the next 3 combined Heat players. Combined.
Yeah. No. If you're talking about top end, they're better. But if we're talking about the roster, the Grizzlies roster is depleted. Like the Heat have more talented players like Norman Powell, Jovic, who else? Drew Smith. He's been solid. I don't see a lot of people talking about him.
You would trade all 3 for Ja.
What? Drew Smith, Khalil Ware, and Norman Powell.
No. You would trade Drew Smith, Jovic, and Powell for Ja.
No, obviously not. But that's what I'm saying. Like
I would.
Top end talent, they're better. But down the roster, like you can say it's Jaren. No, I know Ja's the best player on the floor. Like if he's healthy, he's the best player on the floor, right? So
Always.
It's Ja, then it's Jaren, then it's Bam, then everybody else is the Heat.
Always. So, it's always Ja's team.
Yeah, for sure. When Ja's healthy, it was Jaren's team last year though.
It wasn't.
You hate Jaren, bro. Like
it wasn't. It wasn't his team.
Ja played 50 games, and apparently it was Ja's team.
The guy who just left them is flourishing.
Desmond Bain?
Yeah.
Hey, who's not though?
Respect Desmond Bain. Let's get to the second hot take though.
Who's not though? Who's not on that team?
On what team?
The Magic.
What do you mean who's not on the team?
You said who is flourishing, Desmond Bain, but who's not?
It's okay. We've got a whole other 80 games left.
Look, they killed me for saying Paulo wasn't better than Cade, by the way.
Cade started off ass too.
I just finished watching that game this morning. Cade Cunningham, he wasn't the most efficient. He wasn't the most aggressive, but he still 9 assists and controlled the game. And they beat the
Talking about the Rockets game or the one before
that? The Rockets game. The one before that.
He looked good in the Rockets game. The first game he was
He looked terrible game 1. Come
on,
man.
Got ejected as well. They still found a way to win, by the way. So
Like none of them look good right now. All right, and I was high on both going into the season. That's my two. Can I say that? Yeah, I think I can stand my claim. That's my two favorite non-Knicks. And De'Aaron Fox. That's my big three.
Yet to play, by the way.
That's fine. My next take is gonna have something to do with that. So I'm gonna let you go.
My next take is it's really a question, to be honest. Like, it's kind of a question to take in the same sense, right? Is Franz better than Paolo? Realistically, though, like, this just because I be watching podcasts, right? I go around the block, right? The Joel Moran, right? I don't know if y'all know who that is, but
He lives 5 minutes away from us.
For real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Town over. We got mutual friends. Yeah.
So he asked the question, like, is Franz really better than Paolo? I thought he was trolling at first. But then I started to think about it. Like, we all know that Paolo has the playoff success, right? All the playoff numbers, him being 29, 30 points per game. But look at the way that Franz played when Paolo was injured to start the year last year. Look at the way he's playing now. He looks like the best player on the floor, the best player on the Magic. And they're both 6'9", 6'10" wings. I actually think that Franz Wagner grew. He might be 6'11", to be honest, for being real. And right now, he's just been a better player. And if he continues this, we got to have a legit conversation that Franz is better than Paolo. Because if we look at their games, Franz is a better defender. He's a better passer, right? The scoring, you can go Paolo, but Franz is not the best shooter, but he's still a better shooter than Paolo. Right? The only thing that you give Paolo is his downhill scoring and him just being big and burly and attacking mismatches. He still doesn't do that to the best of his ability. But everything else, it's Franz Wagner. Even rebounding.
I'm not touching this take. I have no comment. I have no comment.
Really think about it, though. Like,
no, I don't. I'm not thinking about it, Top. This is Paolo's team.
The only way you can say Paolo is because of the playoff success, and Franz hasn't been. But he was good last year. I think that he was good for his role. The first year he was atrocious, but
it was decent.
Yeah, it was decent. It was better than the year before. But still,
playoffs was a big deal, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You value playoffs too all the time in our convos.
I do, but that's what I'm saying. I'm a little on the fence though. But if Franz Wagner snatches his chain this year, and he's better than him all year, and then we get in the playoffs, and he plays better than him, he's better. It's not his team. It's not Paolo's team anymore. I'm sorry.
Damn, bro.
I still think Paolo's better. I think this is gonna be like a Tatum Brown light version, like how people was talking about. Is Brown better? Is Tatum better? It's probably gonna be the same thing.
That was me.
Yeah, Jordan is team. Jaylen Brown is better.
Always.
I still think Paolo's better. I know we talk about some of the numbers being down with the efficiency and the playmaking stats, but I feel like some of the reason why it was so low is just because the spacing. Like when we see the turnovers and some of the bad shots that he settles for, it's just because of everything just being so jam-packed. And not that it's an excuse, but we've seen little by little he's improved on those certain things. And I'm not going to overreact at the start of the season because of the struggles, because I've seen him at his best do some unbelievable shit. And Franz, to his credit, he's improved a lot as well. I guess Franz, to his credit, I guess to give him a little head start, he did have that Olympic shit in the summer, so probably he got that, and he's like, all right, I'm ready to go. But to me, that playoffs, that puts Paolo ahead for me, just because what he was able to do in that Cavs series against Evan Mobley, against Jared Allen, playing some of the top defenses, and him having his way, like I think he had a 40 ball in one of those games. He was literally going out there and he was like putting the team on his back and doing shit. And Franz, from what I remember, the games that they was playing in Orlando, Franz did show out. But the games that they was in Cleveland and Paolo was out there dying on his sword and he needed Franz was nowhere to be found. And Franz did play better in the Celtics series, but we saw it again in that Celtics series. Paolo was doing it to them too. And I think to me, I hold a lot of weight to that. And until we see it, like you said, Top, the whole season and playoffs, I can't give Franz like that title yet. To me, Paolo still got it, and it's still early in the season. I think Paolo's gonna bounce back.
Respect, man. Like I said, I'm not touching this one. I
Well,
can't.
to be fair, I think that the Magic are a much better offensive team this year from what I've seen, like off the bat, like completely. I think that their spacing principles has been better, and them as a unit, like they've made an emphasis on ball movement. Like they're really moving the ball well and they're spacing. Like when they get into the half court, their guys are deep in the corner. Like they have space. So I mean, this year you had better spacing than what you did last year. And Paolo, I don't know what he did last night with the 10 seconds on the clock.
That was some yo. I had to rewind that shit a couple times because I'm looking at the shot clock. I'm like, shot clock wasn't even fucking.
Let's relax. Can we chill out, please?
I gotta hold my guys accountable. I'm sorry.
Look, it was one time. He's fine. He's still gonna finish top 10 MVP voting. I promise you. I promise you.
Hold on.
He looked like
I promise.
He under with that shit.
I'm standing by that shit. Top, say it. Say
you
it.
said he was gonna finish above Ant.
No, I did not. I said they're gonna finish one spot, like separated from each other. I said he will finish.
I know we got a lot left to the season, but is that take looking good so far?
It will by December. By December, it will.
You see though, like you see, I like it though. I like it though. You sticking with it because
yeah, bro. Come on, bro. And I said Ant's gonna finish like 5th. Paolo will be 6th or 7th.
4.
That's not crazy.
We coming for 4. We coming for 4.
We be racing for 4th place now. You say who's gonna win?
Jay, Luka, Giannis, Ant. We're coming for 4. We're coming for 4.
Did Jokic die in a plane crash?
Actually, no. Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
He was on the plane with Windhorse, apparently.
It's gotta be between Luka and Jokic, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe Jokic just don't end up top 5, just of the sole fact of he maybe has a little bit of down year in his fatigue, or maybe Luka or somebody gotta have a.
Nah, Jokic always gonna be top 5, bro.
Jokic gonna be top 5, man. Come on.
I know it, bro. Luka, they just gotta be in the plan. If they're in the plan, he's not gonna get a lot of votes.
And you didn't name the one guy who's currently ahead of Ant and Wemby.
Wemby.
We're at it. We're smashing them combos, bro.
No, you're not.
Look. Here's the thing, though, because I told you they're gonna both be at 30 a game, right? And Anthony Edwards' team is gonna be the 4th best team in the West. Simple.
I don't know. They just lost to the Lakers, who you said are butt.
Yeah, but we that's one game though. We beat. Remember last year when they dropped the first game of the season to the Lakers, and they looked trash. Well, so their defense will be much better because they got a leader in that locker room named Anthony Edwards. They're gonna get them right, and they're gonna beat them on Wednesday. Mark my words.
We'll see. We will see. Justin, what's your second take, bro?
My second take is I think the Raptors might be better than I thought. Just seeing them in these 2 games, they absolutely destroyed Atlanta on Wednesday night. I know they lost last night, but for the most part, it was a pretty close game. And this was a team going into the year. I'm like, yo, I don't know what the situation is gonna be like, the spacing and all that, and kind of the fit with Ingram, R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes is gonna be kind of funky. But as of right now, they look pretty good. I like what Coach Darko's doing. They're running like a 11-man rotation. They're getting after the way they're playing on defense. They're going hard after dudes. You got Agbaji playing, Sandro, Grady, Jamal Shed, all these guys come off the bench, and they're not missing a beat at all. R.J. Barrett looks really good. Like I said in the group chat on Wednesday, I was like, yo, this is R.J. Barrett's team.
Absolutely.
B.I. was kind of cool the first game. He looked decent. Last night, he looked really good. I think it's only going to be a matter of time where we see him get more comfortable within the offense. Scotty Barnes still doing what he does. He stuffs the stat sheet, being their better defender on the team. But I do like the way this team plays aggressively and how deep they go. I think they might be a little bit better than I thought. I think I had them as a 10 seed in the standing predictions. think they might be able to be a little bit better than that. But I
Wow,
don't know.
higher than 10.
Not too much higher. I don't think they're gonna be top 6, none of that. But they'll probably still be in the plan. But I think they could probably be higher than 10.
Do they finish above the Celtics?
Oh yeah.
You know what? Fair enough. I mean, I'm gonna disagree, but fair enough. I mean, I like how the Raptors look so far, and this is a bonus hot take, I guess. RJ Barrett, All-Star this year. It's happening.
I hope
It's
so.
happening. Lock it in. Lock it in. I know Top hates RJ, but he's gonna be an All-Star this year.
Everybody hates RJ.
I know for no fucking reason.
So the Raptors, it has a lot to do with their coaching. I think that he's a really good head coach who's just coaching them really well, because you see how hard they play and they pick up full court and turn a lot of teams over. They were doing that in the summer league as well. They were doing it in the preseason. I feel like it's a lot to do with coaching. And then of course you have a go-to scorer in BI. Well, that was a big pickup for him. So they'll be better than last year. But a lot to do with that is just coaching. RJ Barrett, he's just playing within the offense, right? He's not really doing nothing crazy to be an all-star. To be an all-star, like, you got to think, he's a shooting guard, right? So you got D. Mitch and who else? Donovan Mitchell.
Brunson, Cade.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jaylen Brown qualifies as. It changes every year.
You know, I'm not
I think he's a small forward because he got Pritchard and White as the 2 guards.
So he'll probably count as a small forward this year, yeah. But RJ has the space to get in, man. I promise you. This is his year, man. RJ's going to come true. Still the leading scorer of the draft class, by the way.
Who, 2018? 2019?
2019.
You talking about career?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leading the draft class in total points, bro. It's not Ja. It's not Zion. It's RJ.
Well, those 2 players are better than him. They just can't stay healthy. So, I mean, you can say that, but we know who's better.
RJ, as proven by the total points.
Oh my God!
Come on, man. Let's keep up. I'm gonna give out my next Texas team themed take, man, and it's a 2-parter. Spurs are gonna finish the year as the best team in Texas, and it's not even gonna be close. And the second part of that, they're finishing top 6. I'm ushering them into the top 6. I'm gonna leave who I'm kicking out for a little bit later, but damn, bro, as Top said, Fox has not played yet. We're still waiting on him, and this is what they're doing without him. Vassell showing up, Castle showing up, Dylan Harper contributing. You feel me? Harrison Barnes, play, bro. Play the damn game and don't be trash. And then all of that encompasses with what? An MVP candidate. Probably a top 3-4 player in the world right now as we speak. Right now. Man just had 9 blocks. I almost want to give him MVP, but I can't right now. I can't currently. And then they're already 2-0. Imagine when De'Aaron Fox comes back. Imagine. They're going to be flirting with 50 wins. Stamp it. Stamp it, Justin. Make this a clip. Everything, bro. They're going to flirt with 50 wins this season. And it's going to be off the back of that one-man Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox with supporting help from all those other guys I named prior. So book it right now. Put in a bet. Call Terry Rozier. Call Chauncey Billups. Put in a bet, bro. Spurs are going to be the best team in Texas.
I'm not mad at them. I'm not
I'm not mad at it. I mean, it's because you have Wemby, right? You have Wemby, and offensively, I mean, the Rockets just, it's just too much going. Like, it was tons of times when I was watching the game, I'm like, Sengun can't really get out to his post-up action and have space because Steven Adams is sitting right there on the block. So you just have the help side, weak guy just helping, and then you're seeing 2 guys every time. And then Kevin Durant, which a lot of people hated me for saying this, but he's just not a big advantage creator. He's a one-on-one scorer. So, like, they don't have a ton of shooting. They don't have a ton of space, and they need a point guard. It's just
badly. Badly, bro.
Terribly. What's Shane Larkin doing?
Yeah, he was hooping in the summer though. He was hooping.
Yeah, where's Shane Larkin at? Someone give him a
Somebody
fucking
was
call.
like, "Yo, they gotta pick up Mike James." I'm like, "Come on, bro."
Nah, what I'm thinking is, you might have to package DFS and Reed Shepherd and send him to like a team that needs him and go get a point guard at the deadline.
Ooh. That's a problem. Who?
Yeah.
It's greedy, but AJ Mitchell.
Hanging up the phone.
Why
would I help you? Why would I help you?
I mean, it is helping them, to be honest. But,
yeah, why would I directly help you? Yeah, I'm gaining more to my treasure chest, but let's be real. Why would I do you a favor? You don't have to make calls out east.
TJ McConnell.
I guess. But is that really game changing?
It's better than
TJ McConnell.
Absolutely.
TJ McConnell is better. Might be better than Fred VanVleet. In the playoffs? We're talking about the playoffs?
Nah.
Fuck no. Come on.
In the playoffs?
Come on. No. We're not doing this.
Hold on.
We're not doing this.
Though.
Yo, I almost let that slide too. We're not doing this, man.
Nah.
What? So what are we going based off of? Like,
you would rather have TJ McConnell as a contender to start in April after the 15th to start instead of Fred VanVleet. Not come off the bench to start and play 32 minutes.
It's close to what y'all are saying though. Like,
no, bro. TJ McConnell looks great in 22-minute spurts. He's gonna get exposed in 33, 34 minutes. I could not let that slide, man. I almost did. I really thought to myself, did he just say that? I thought I imagined it for a second. I was like, nah, he really did. Come on, man.
Let me go into my hot take, my third one. Y'all gonna love
that already was a hot take.
That was crazy as hell.
That was your turn, basically. We about to skip you. That was your turn. Holy shit.
Let me. Y'all gonna love this one though. First off, the Knicks will go to the finals.
Oh, I thought you were about to say some disrespectful shit.
Yeah. The Knicks are gonna go to the finals, but not only that, the Cavaliers won't finish top 3, and they're. I'm really thinking that the Cavaliers won't finish top 4. Like it depends.
Oh,
yeah.
It depends on the Hawks though, because the Hawks. Jeez. I'm not a big believer in Trae Young, so
you're a hater.
Yeah, I'm not hating. It's just what the real. But it depends on how good the Hawks is. The Cavaliers, to me,
they almost
I have no clue why the world is so high on Evan Mobley. I have no clue. Because without Darius Garland, he's borderline nothing. Like, realistically, we got to keep it a being with ourselves. He's borderline, like, he was so aggressive, but we love to see Evan Mobley aggressive. But who cares if you're not making the ball go in the basket, right? He took majority of his shots from the perimeter, which that's bailing out the Knicks. Took tons of his shots in the mid-range, which is bailing out the Knicks. We know that Evan Mobley's at his best when he's in the paint. But he can't get to the paint if he don't have Garland, because what is he? He's not a good on-ball creator. He's a play finisher. So we keep on screaming this Evan Mobley upside, this Evan Mobley upside. Donovan Mitchell had to have like 13 to 16 points in a quarter just for them to compete in the game. And this is with a Knicks team that was missing Josh Hart, that was missing Mitchell Robinson. They're gonna kill them in the playoffs. Like, if they play the Cavs, they're gonna torch them because Garland doesn't show up in big spots, big moments. And look at the rest of the roster, because we know if Garland don't show up, Mobley's not showing up, and Garland would never show up. Look at how he looks without Garland on the floor. It's bad. It's bad. It's spooky.
Look at what Jared Allen did in that game without Mitchell Robinson.
Nothing.
Nope, you ain't do shit. Ain't do shit, man. I mean, let's be real. He ain't do shit. But top 4 out of the top 4,
they almost lost to the Nets last night.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, go Demon.
So who do you have finishing above them if they finish 5th?
It's the Magic for sure. The Magic, the Knicks, and it's either Atlanta or the Sixers, bro.
Wow, the Sixers. Come on, man.
Actually, I don't believe in the Sixers depth. It would probably have to be like the Bucks or something. It'll have to be the Bucks.
So the two takes was they're not gonna make the ECF, and they're not gonna be top 4.
No, the Knicks are gonna go to the finals, but they're not going to the conference finals. They're not going to the ECF. No, they're gonna be second round.
I could get with that one. The top 4 one is kind of crazy though, because I feel like with this East, how bad it is right now. If this was like Tatum healthy, Halliburton healthy, I could low key get with that.
Yeah.
With how weak the East is right now,
max 3. Like
that one I could get with. But for them to finish fifth, that's hard.
Yeah, fifth is tough. Them finishing third, I could get with that.
I can see the Bucks finishing. And another thing, well, I'll say this for the next take. Well, no, the West might look a lot different this year. I'm gonna be honest, like, because the Thunder without J-Dub looks scary to me. Like, they're gonna lose more games than they did last year for sure. So the Nuggets got better. So if they win more games than they did last year, then I think it might be kind of like the year before when the Thunder were the number 1 seed and they won 57, 58-ish games. I don't know if they win 60. They for sure don't win 68 again. But that J-Dub being out is scaring me a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
No, that's fair, but it's like, come on, man. What, instead of losing 14 games, they're going to lose 20? It's no big deal.
Yeah, but
it's no big deal.
It's going to be a lot closer, though. A lot closer.
I gotta disagree with you, man. I don't think a Jokic team has won. It was like a stat. I don't think they've won 55 or 56 games. It's one of the two. They're not prone to win a lot of games, like a crazy amount, like close to 60. Like they'll get their 52, 53. But I don't think we've seen a Nuggets team with Jokic win 55.
Well, if Aaron Gordon keeps shooting like that, then
you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot.
For Nuggets won 57 games.
57?
Yeah.
So they could win 60.
I don't think so.
And they were what the third seed that year?
Yeah. No, they were the second seed.
Second or third, but they were like all within each other by a game.
Oh no, they were the second seed. OKC was 1. They was tied with OKC at 1.
Yeah, it was a crazy race at the end of the day between them, Minnesota, and OKC.
And the Timberwolves were the third seed. They won 56 that year.
Yeah, I remember that. We was doing the pod at that point in time. It was kind of hectic. Justin, what's your next take? The third one, correct?
Yeah. This one's kind of crazy. I think the people of Houston might hate me for this one, but I'm starting my Stephon Castle over Amen Thompson take. Yeah.
I like it. I love it.
And it's just because I love Amen Thompson, but we talked about it a couple episodes on the pod, but the glaze that Amen Thompson gets is insane. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Stephon Castle don't get nearly the enough praise that he gets while doing some things on the court better than him. Like just
two different players, though.
Two different players, but I don't know. This is a guy that nobody really talks about. And when we talk about, they're almost, I'm not going to say same build, but like, we talking about Amen Thompson potentially getting that point guard role, and everybody's like, oh, all-star season income and this and that. Yep. Stephon Castle over here in Texas, like, yo, I'm a better point guard than this dude. And nobody's giving me the praise at all. And there's a lot of things that he be doing that I'm like, yo, this guy's really like that. And I think it just sucks that he don't get the praise like that. And maybe it's because he's getting overshadowed by Wemby. And he don't have the crazy highlights like that. But I think Stephon Castle is a fucking dog. And nobody talks about it. Last night, not having the best shooting night, but still having the balls to take the three to give him the lead and tie the game and stuff like that. Him being that on court. I mean, Wemby's going to be the leader of that team, obviously, because he's the best player. But him taking that initiative and being that on-court like helper for Dylan Harper and stuff like that and being like that on-court coach for the team, it goes a long way. This is a guy at the end of the day, he won a national championship. He's a winner. So I think that is going to carry him throughout. And even with De'Aaron Fox coming back, we're not going to know how that lineup looks like with the two of them. But I feel like he's going to be able to figure it out because not only has he shown that he could have the ball in his hands and play, but he's shown that he can play without the ball. And I know the spacing isn't there yet, but he can find his role even without the ball and still be an efficient and effective player. I still
Damn.
got to see that from a man.
I'm struggling now. Do I give my Knicks take or do I give my Rockets take to build off one of you guys? I'm struggling. I'll go with the Knicks one. I'll leave Texas alone for a second, right? The 60-plus win Knicks are going to stomp the East very easily. That's my take. Look at how different the team looks now. And it all came from coaching. And Justin, you could call me out. I didn't really want to fire Tibbs. Did I like the rotation in the playoffs? No, but I was like, hey, this is our most successful coach in our lifetime, and we just threw him out. You know I had questions with Brown because he didn't want to play Keon Ellis last year. I made that very clear to Top too, like back in January and shit like that. I'm like, he needs to play Keon Ellis, play Keon Ellis. He refused to. I was like, I hope he doesn't refuse to play players here. And I remember you told me when he was hired, like, I doubt the front office plays around with that shit, and they force him to play these guys. Culture is completely different. We got guys like, I don't know if you guys saw, same thing that he was doing in Sacramento. He's doing it here, bro. Best defensive player of the game. You got a pair of Timbs,
And a hard hat. Yeah.
a hard hat, and a high vis vest. Jordan Clarkson got that shit, man. Like, come on. Way deeper team now. We addressed all the weaknesses we had last year. My question to you guys is, fully healthy, what's our weakness? I'm not even trying to, like, brag and talk shit, but let's be real. What's our weakness now? Because last year was bench scoring. Last year was the depth. We loaded up the bench right now. Tyler Kolek looks like a serviceable piece right now, which is, it's amazing. You feel me? Huck Porty is doing his thing. He's doing the little dirty things out there, you know? Jordan Clarkson, when he gets into his groove, we know that's 15 points off the bench. Everybody is doing their thing. So what are the holes? That's the question I want to pose to you guys.
Well, for me, I feel like we gotta get some more games going, and really, because every team has one weakness, unless you're like one of the greatest teams ever. So you're gonna obviously have a weakness, and it's gonna be exploited in the playoffs. But I still think a major glaring weakness is when Cat's playing a 5. When you're playing a team that a smart enough coach like how the Pacers did last year, right? When they just abused that, and Carlton Towns playing a 5, which forced him to start Mitchell Robinson. But then when you play Mitchell Robinson, Carlton Towns couldn't really put as much pressure on the rim, and then he kind of got took out of the game. He got took out of the series. But I just feel like it's just Cat at that 5. Like, he's can't really guard in space. He's not good playing at the level of the screen. He's bad in pick and roll coverages. I think that's the issue, to be honest.
Nah, that's a fair take. The good thing though is once Mitch is all cool, he won't be having to like play center full time. I'm ready for that double big lineup with him and Mitch to be running the season.
I'm probably gonna talk a lot because it's my team, but biggest weakness, I mean, to talk about Top's point about the Cat thing, I think with Mike Brown, I think we're gonna see, based on the matchup, things changing. We saw on opening night he started with Huck Porty next to Cat, just because the Cavs had the Jared Allen and Evan Mobley lineup. So just to go with that, and then last night against the Celtics, since their front court is kind of weak, he went with Dukes in the starting lineup instead of Huck Porty. Huck Porty actually didn't even play last night. But I did see some of the things that you're talking about. Like, there were some instances on screens that he didn't show on time. He was late, and they were getting open threes and shit like that. And, yeah, that is a concern. But I feel like with Mike Brown, I feel like depending on the matchup, he's going to adjust accordingly. That was one thing with Tibbs that we was getting so mad about. I would say the biggest weakness, from what I've seen so far in 2 games, how are they gonna handle like tough on-ball pressure? Like, because right now we've seen it where we have Mikal Bridges initiating the offense. He's bringing up the ball. The first play of the season, first basket of the season, was Jalen Brunson getting a corner 3, like from actions that Mikal Bridges was starting. My thing is, I'm like, all right, in the playoffs, how is Mikal Bridges, Tyler Kolek, how are they going to respond when Andrew Nembhard or fucking Asar Thompson is picking them up 94 feet? Because we know JB can handle that.
Of course.
But can Mikal Bridges handle that? Can Tyler Kolek handle that? Because last night in that Celtics game, we was very sloppy in that second half with the basketball. There was a lot of turnovers in that second half, and we was able to afford it because we was up by so much. We scored 42 points in that second quarter. So we had a good cushion that we could play with. But in that second half, Hugo Gonzalez was turning up that defense on Kolek, and there was a lot of turnovers where I'm like, if this was a closer game, this would be really concerning. So that's like the one thing right now. It's still early, maybe, and part of that is also everybody's still learning and adjusting to the offense. People are going to be more comfortable in their roles. So that's just right now. I'm not going to dive too deep into that, but based on what I've seen so far, I really love how this team is playing. Doing it by committee. I think one of my favorite things about this Knicks team is the rebounding as a team.
Absolutely.
It is insane. And my favorite stat from the first game against the Cavs, we out rebounded them 48-32 without Mitchell Robinson and without Josh Hart. I don't give a fuck that they don't have Darius Garland, Max Strus, DeAndre Hunter. That by itself is kind of concerning because your two front court players are there. So, and then last night, we out rebounded the Celtics again. I know their front court is weak, but 53-37, 21 offensive rebounds. And this is a game that Huck Porty didn't play. So we talking about Cat, Josh Hart coming back, banged up and everything, Yabusele, OG doing his thing. I love the way this team's rebounds because we're gonna have so many second chance points. We're gonna control time of possession, which I think is a big deal, especially when you're going up against teams like the Thunder or the fucking Pacers. So I really love how this team is able to rebound by committee, and then also the extra passes and stuff like that. Everybody feels like they're involved. So now it's like we have a reason to go harder. I think some of the shooting right now, like people are kind of cold, but I think that's gonna get better over time. Like I'm not gonna overreact to JB struggling in the first game because I think the offense and stuff like that is gonna come over time. But I like what I see so far.
Nah, bro, fair enough.
The Knicks though as well. Like they've always been a team ran off toughness. Like they just have a culture where they're gonna play tough. It's like, and Josh Hart just emphasized that when they brought him in a few years ago. So they're just adding that with the offensive talent that they have, all that toughness, all that energy, the vibes, the offense, the defense. Like it's just all being put together. That's why I think it's finally y'all's year to go. Y'all are not going to win, but you're gonna go to the finals. Like you're gonna go to the finals, and I'm excited. I'm telling you, like if y'all go to the finals, I'll be out. I'm going to New York. I'm gonna go to New York just for the vibes. Like we'll be there.
I don't think you'll be able to handle it.
No, I'm gonna handle it for sure.
We were there for that win over the Celtics, bro, and it was a little bit out of control.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
It was too out of control.
I'm from Texas, though, bro. It's what they say. Everything is bigger in Texas, bro. Have you ever been to Texas?
Pause.
I've heard that saying, but pause. Never been to Texas though.
Y'all never been to Texas? Y'all
Nah. Come on, bro. Nah, you gotta understand. Top, don't make me start this debate, bro. Sports is different in the Northeast. Philly, Boston, New York. Bro, I'm telling you.
You talking about like culture?
I'm talking about you're not gonna be able to handle like the riot.
Bro, you not see the riot that the Mavs is doing for Luka?
Nah, bro, this is different. We seen a police officer get locked into a construction site and not get let out.
Yeah.
We had people throwing empty Hennessy bottles right outside MSG into the crowd.
People was knocking down barricades and running onto the street with the police. Like
it be dumb packed. Like you can't even move around.
No, we could have.
Bro, my friends thought they was gonna get stampeded.
Top. We got there. Justin, I don't know if you remember, because we went with my older brother, right? And he recognized his boy. The first thing we saw, and it was the first quarter, mind you. We was at the watch party outside MSG. First thing we saw, pause, two shirtless guys wrestling on the concrete. Like real life amateur wrestling, slamming each other and shit. Two Knicks fans. Like this is different shit just for winning in round 2. And you talking about coming up here for the finals. They win a game in the finals. It's probably gonna be a problem out here. No funny shit. I'm just keeping it a buck, bro. It's gonna be a problem.
The thing is, just imagine though, if the Knicks win the finals since 1973, I think it was 1973, 75.
Yeah, 73.
You gotta remind us.
If y'all win, like, what would a city look like? Will it? Somebody said it's gonna be on fire. Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Bro, the fans were fighting each other.
for what though? Like, are you talking about like the Pacers and the Knicks?
No, Knicks versus the Knicks.
Yeah.
Thing is, it's not like in Dallas. Like when they made the finals 2 years ago, I was at the what's it called, the little get together they had like outside. It was packed, but it wasn't like crazy packed. But it was packed though for sure.
No, we couldn't move, bro. We had people throwing cones into the crowd. Mm-hmm. Like I said, empty Henny bottles, empty buzz balls, just empty glass bottles everywhere, just getting thrown back and forth into the crowd. Just everything was. It started with empty water bottles and it escalated to a full empty Hennessy bottle, and people climbing the lights and obviously all that stuff, all of that.
People climbing the traffic
lights. For the draft. I was gonna go to the draft, but I got some stuff had happened, so I didn't go. But I still got my plane tickets from the plane tickets that I bought for the draft, so I'm saving them. It's either gonna be Derrick Rose jersey night in Chicago, or I'm gonna see if the Knicks go to the finals, and I'm gonna go out there.
It's all right, man. We'll see you in June. We're gonna see you in June. You better have a camera ready for the shit you're gonna see though. When they win the championship, not if. When they win the championship, bring a camera.
Crazy.
Bring a camera. Bring a camera.
Like, be honest though, do y'all beat Oklahoma City in a series to 7?
I'll let Justin comment first.
I already told you I'm not making no proclamations this year. I think
whoever y'all lose to, I feel like for the last 3 to 4 years, whatever that player is, y'all are going to hate for the rest of their career. Like Halliburton, y'all hate Halliburton, right? Who did y'all look like? Tatum, y'all hate Tatum.
I don't hate Tatum.
Tatum never beat us in the playoffs. We undefeated versus Tatum.
No, Tatum never beat y'all in the playoffs, but like
we own Tatum.
Yeah, he's historically owned the Knicks. Like he's just owned the Knicks, right?
Ben Simmons historically owned the Knicks.
I'm sorry.
Who else? So Jimmy Butler, y'all hate Jimmy Butler.
I don't hate Jimmy Butler. I have no malice from that Heat series. Justin hates the Heat though.
Yeah, I hate the Heat.
Trae Young too. The hate is different. Like imagine Shea or Luka or Ant, even Wemby. If Wemby walk in there in the Garden and he do crazy crimes and beat y'all in the finals, bro, he's gonna be hated forever by the Knicks fans.
Nah, if it's Luka and Wemby and like Ant, I'll just salute him.
I mean, Wemby is like, what can you do?
Yeah, what are we supposed to
do?
I
mean, I'm not gonna fully answer that Thunder question about like if we could beat them in the 7-game series, but the other day I was watching Knicks versus Thunder 2024. And I was like, yo, that game, if you remember, that game went down to the wire.
Yeah, for sure.
Shea hit the game winner. But that was a Knicks team that didn't have Julius Randle. Mm-hmm. OG Anunoby was out. I believe Mitchell Robinson didn't play, but Isaiah Hartenstein was on that team. DiVincenzo was on that team. Deuce McBride was playing closing minutes. And that game was a 2-point game at the end of it. I'm like, the way shit is going now, and with some of the personnel we have, I feel like we can maybe replicate some of that this year compared to last year's team. But it all starts with the defense, and like I said earlier, with the rebounding. But I think it'll be a better showing this year.
I'm gonna be honest. If y'all play the Thunder in the playoffs or the Nuggets, it might be one game.
We're okay against the Nuggets. We're not scared of the Nuggets.
No, Nuggets is borderline sweep. I'm gonna be honest. In the finals,
brother, we own Jokic.
I think it's sweep.
In the finals, though, it's borderline. Like that team would do. Imagine though, because Mitchell Robinson nobody can guard Jokic 1-on-1.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, nobody can.
But then like what I just can't. I can't imagine that. Like that 2-man game, and then you putting Bridges and Cat and pick and roll, and then him having to worry about Jokic, and then so much movement between Cam Johnson and Bruce Brown and all these guys. These cutting actions by my goodness, I
think in that series,
Jamal would be in hell. By the way, I'm gonna let Justin talk, but Jamal will be in hell. The way to beat Jokic is let him beat you alone. That's always a method. So you know what? Sure, Mitch probably is not gonna lock him up. But what's everyone else around you gonna do? That's the real question. It's gonna be nothing against that Knicks team. Throwing Kale at Jamal, OG at Aaron Gordon. You feel me? Like
if we get past the Thunder, if Jamal Murray beats them playoff woes for the last 2 years, I think he'll for sure.
Nah, we would beat the Nuggets. Nuggets is not our concern. It's just OKC.
Yeah,
OKC's the only team I'm scared of in the West.
Ant will walk in there and beat them.
No, he wouldn't.
I'm sorry. I'm taking Anthony Edwards in the finals over the Knicks because I know
not over Jalen Brunson.
In the finals,
not over Jalen Brunson.
I am me personally.
Not over Jalen Brunson, bro.
I would just add more. I know he's gonna rise up to that occasion for sure. When Anthony Edwards gets that first taste in the finals. Like y'all gonna follow and be like, oh yeah, this is it. Yeah, he one of them ones.
Top. Who's been the leading playoff scorer since he got to New York in the league?
I know, but
how are you gonna say you trust Ant more? That don't make sense.
Because it's they're both playoff risers, but I feel like when the occasion comes, the moment is there. I would rather have a confident, like an over the top confident leader like Ant, because Ant gonna have Brunson gonna be ready, but Ant gonna have him and his guys ready.
Who hit the shot versus Asar to close the series?
No, that's what I said. Brunson gonna be ready, but Karl-Anthony Towns wasn't ready though. Karl-Anthony Towns was ready over there with Ant-Man.
I don't know. The Timberwolves don't got a point guard.
And hold on. Towns was ready over here against the Pistons, and in that one game versus the Pacers.
Well, hold on. Well, you said Ant against the Pacers?
No, he had a great game against the Pacers where he walked them for an entire fourth quarter, and that's going to get lost to history.
Cat had moments. He was inconsistent during the playoffs, though, for sure.
He was better than Julius Randle.
What? Stop it! Come on.
He was better than Julius Randle.
You don't believe that.
I do. I do.
Randle was better in the playoffs than Cat.
No, he was not.
Historically, are you talking about historically or just last season?
I'm talking about
this past playoffs. It was Cat, bro. But it's still Cat.
Randle.
It's still Cat. It's still Cat, brother. Come on.
And hold on. Let me go in my next take because since we're on that point, Julius Randle will either be an All-Star or an All-NBA player.
Closing the door on All-NBA easily closing that door, which is crazy because you said on your live Jaren Jackson Jr. will be playing at All-NBA level. There's not space for both of them.
Well, let me see. On third team, I think that because last year who was the third team? James Harden was on the third team, right? James Harden,
Halliburton, Towns, two more people.
Real quick.
I know it's Harden, Halliburton, Towns, and two more.
Third team last year.
Cade? Yep.
Yeah, Cade, Halliburton, Towns, J-Dub, Harden.
Yeah. We're just missing J-Dub.
He'll for sure be to the level of J-Dub and Harden. He'll pass them guys. All right. So he has a huge chance. I think that Julius Randle will be at 22 to 23 per game, maybe even 24. Right. He'll give you 5 to 6 assists.
That's All-NBA?
James Harden made All-NBA and he averaged what? 20, 21, and 8? That was All-NBA.
Come on, bro. But that was as the first option for the whole season, basically.
J-Dub averaged what? 24? And he was All-NBA?
He averaged
24 games?
22, 5, and 5.
Who?
J-Dub? Yeah.
Okay, so even worse. So if you're telling me all you have to be is between that 22, 24 point per game threshold, which I think Julius Randle can do, and he'll give you 5-6 assists like J-Dub did last year. J-Dub, I think, gave you 4 to 5. He's going to give you more boards. He just got to clean up his defense. If you do that, he'll for sure be an all-star, and he'll be an all-NBA player.
For sure?
Yeah, J-Dub was an all-star last year.
For sure for Randall?
J-Dub and James Harden was all-stars last year. Sengun was an all-star last year.
Bro, look at that front court, man. Wemby, Jokic, Braun.
Braun won't.
I mean, shit, Braun might not even qualify.
Yeah, that's
Braun will qualify. Braun will qualify. Braun's not missing the All-Star game selection at least.
They're gonna vote him in just because he's Braun. But how many games do you have to qualify? Is it 20? What is it? Is it a certain amount, or you could just get voted in?
I think you could just get voted in low key. Like you probably got to play like at least half the season.
Jeez. Well, that's my take. I haven't gave that take before anywhere, but he'll be an all-star for sure. All NBA questionable, but all-star for sure.
All NBA, man. I'm sorry. There's 25 players that are gonna play better than Randall. Because I know you're looking at All NBA from last year, and yes, we could take out Halliburton and Tatum from the conversations, but you're also adding Wemby,
Kevin Durant,
Paolo, Luka, KD to the conversation. That's 4 guys, and you're only losing 2.
But Wemby made it last year, though.
No, he didn't.
No,
he didn't play enough games. He didn't play enough games.
Oh, we're talking about
Wemby didn't make it last
All
year.
NBA.
Yeah, Wemby didn't make it last year, and Kevin Durant didn't make it last year. And Paolo either, obviously.
Paolo didn't either, or Luka.
So you said
or Luka.
But so Luka will be on first team. Kevin Durant probably be on second. Wemby probably be on first team, right? So them 2 guys are, and then you leave a third team, right? James Harden, Julius Randle will be better than. J-Dub might not even qualify, or he'll probably qualify, but I think that Julius Randle will be better than J-Dub this year, right? And then so that's 2 less spots, right?
Yeah.
So he has a chance.
Yeah. So you think you got him better at Triple J then?
Yeah, I think he'll be better than Triple J this year.
Thank you. I really appreciate you giving out that take. I appreciate that. I'm still closing the door. Even All-Star, I can't guarantee it. I just can't. I think Sengun's gonna be better than him this season.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy.
Yeah, like it's too much talent in the West. Zion is back. He's healthy. He's skinny. Let him play 65 games. He'll make it over Randall too. There's too much out there, bro. Like to be a top 15 player, he's not going to be top 15 this season, which is okay. He doesn't have to be, you know? But I got to close the door on All-NBA. He has a shout at All-Star as an injury reserve. I could give him that. That's the most I could give him, injury reserve. But it is a pretty good take, though. I would like to see Julius Randle make the All-Star game again.
Yeah, that would be dope to see.
Of course it would. Nothing but love. Once a Knick, always a Knick. Justin, what's your second to last take, bro?
Second to last take. Damn. Yo, we had a lot of conversation in there.
Absolutely.
To me, I'd have to think about it on the spot, to be honest. Those 3 were like my main ones. Second to last take. I'll go with VJ Edgecombe's rookie debut was on some Michael Carter Williams shit.
I like it. No, I don't think this is sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable. I think you're right.
But what's it called? I just wanted to say that to be funny, but
he's not gonna be good. What are we saying here? Like, is he?
No, I think he'll be good, but I think some people might have to pump the brakes.
Yeah, they already talking about all-star, all-time potential. I'm not doing that shit.
Because me and Dequan was talking about it the other day, and we were like, he was kind of like bringing me back to reality. Like, yo, I wasn't saying like, oh, he gonna be an all-star or this. I wasn't saying none of that, but I'm like, yo, like, damn, I should have picked him up in fantasy, blah, blah, blah. He was like, nah, bro. He was like, you got to remember, like, McCain got to come back. I know we all cut ass on him, but, like, Paul George going to come back. That's going to take into some of this shit. And Embiid, we got to figure out, like, the health situation with that. Like, when he's back.
Come on. Embiid had 4 points. Embiid's not going to impede him.
You said what?
Embiid had 4 points. He's not going to impede him. The other guys, I agree.
I mean, no, but I'm talking about like with him getting back up to speed and all that. If he's good to go, he's taking some of those shots back because they were starting Dominic Barlow like at the end of those games.
Do you think Embiid is healthy? Like, is he? Do you think he's ready to play? He's not. Well, obviously he's not ready to play.
I don't think so.
You know what's funny, Top? Since we were talking about Embiid, I'm like, damn, I might have a 6 hot take now. I might as well just drop it right now, just in the middle of the conversation, just a quick one. Embiid will never be an all-star again.
I agree with that. I agree. No, I agree.
I mean, Justin, I'm not even trying to be fucked up, but it's just the truth, man. He will never make an all-star game again, unfortunately. And I hope he does. I hope he does make the all-star game. I don't really have any personal beef against Embiid or anything, especially not to the extent that, you know, his success starts, you know, wilting. But I really don't see him being an all-star after what I saw. It was terrible. It looked ugly. It just looked like he shouldn't have been out there. And I do feel bad.
Oh, actually, no. I might scrap that hot take. I don't know. But this isn't a hot take because Jordan's been saying it a lot. And it's fucked up because the other one isn't playing right now. But Tyrese Maxey is the best Tyrese in the league.
Let's fucking go! I told Top this last October, bro. Tyrese Maxey's the best Tyrese in the league. By far. By far. And they're the only 2 Tyreses to ever play in the NBA, and they're playing at the same time. That's kind of wild. But Tyrese Maxey's the best Tyrese in the league. Stamp that shit.
Y'all really hate Halliburton. Like it's real though. Like,
respect Tyrese Parker, Jordan.
Why are we saying that? Just a year ago, and I know they have the worst spacing in the NBA, but Tyrese Halliburton and Tyrese Maxey were on 2 completely different stratospheres of players, bro.
Yeah, Maxey was better this time of the year. If you remember, Halliburton was terrible the first 3 months.
Yeah, he was. But then he picked it up, and he just carried that into the playoffs. But how are y'all going to say a guy who has struggled with turnovers, who struggled with playmaking, right, who's been a second option to Embiid, and we question if he could really be the number one. I think he's clearly gotten better at that. But, like, we're questioning that and saying that he's better than Halliburton when Halliburton's made it to the finals. Halliburton has made it to the conference finals.
Halliburton's not a number one either.
He's the best player on his team.
He's not the number one. And is he?
Yes, he is.
I think that's debatable.
Halliburton. There was a reason.
Pascal Siakam is yo.
There was a reason.
Top does not like Siakam, bro. He makes it sound like it was. He makes it sound like it was Halliburton and friends.
No. Y'all like Siakam. I like Siakam. But the thing is that there was a reason why the Pacers were they won 95% of their games when Halliburton scored 20 and 10. Because even if he doesn't score 20, he's still going to affect the basketball game and get others involved. Just because they're scoring doesn't mean that he's not contributing. But if you take Halliburton away from that, they struggle, right? They struggle. That's why the Pacers won't nearly be as good as they were last year. They played the Thunder really well, but still, they're going to be inconsistent, and they're not going to be a top 6. They're not going to be a top 7. They're at max going to be an 8 seed. It might still turn off again, but still, realistically, they need Halliburton. You look at the numbers. Nembhard was bad when Halliburton was off the floor. Siakam's numbers were bad when Halliburton was off the floor. The field goal percentage dropped.
Time out. No, I'm not letting you get away with that. Siakam just had a 32-15 game, bro.
I'm talking about
you don't need Tyrese out there. But you don't need Tyrese out there.
You got to be consistent. Siakam's got to do this for 65-plus games.
Which we've seen him do. Siakam. Yo, Halliburton did not make Siakam a better player.
Yes, he did.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
No.
Siakam, no, he did not.
Siakam was already good, but his talent got maximized in Halliburton's system because guess what? He got into more transition opportunities. He got easier looks. He became a better three-point shooter because of Halliburton, because of the passes that's being made to him, because of the open looks he's getting, because of who? Because of Halliburton's offense and the way that it's ran, because of the system. And who's that system built around? Halliburton. I told you, the quarterback, right? The quarterback is the most important position on the football field, right?
He's Kirk Cousins, bro.
Oh my gosh,
He's Kirk
bro.
Cousins throwing to
Oh
Justin
my.
Jefferson 3 years ago. That's a perfect analogy, honestly.
You know who
Because
got
because like I told you the other day, before Siakam got there, 22-23, Justin remembers this. Pacers top 4, top 5 seed in like January. Didn't even make it to a play-in. Year after, they're obviously drifting. They're not looking too good. I think I looked it up for you the last time we spoke. They're like the 8th seed by the time they traded for Siakam. Go to the playoffs. They're a 6th seed, right? Go all the way to the conference finals. Halliburton has no success pre-Siakam. Is that a coincidence?
I mean, he's obviously gotten better as a player. I mean, no offensive engine is good without a secondary creator on a team, a guy who can actually score, a secondary scorer. So,
Primary scorer.
you got all this love for Steve Nash, but you don't have love for Halliburton. That's kind of crazy to me, though.
Because you know why? No, Justin,
Yeah,
I'll handle this. I'm going to handle this. You know why? Because Steve Nash did what Halliburton didn't.
What?
This is the difference.
What did he do?
When Stoudemire went down, because this was a real narrative going on. There was a narrative that Stoudemire was the best player on the Suns when Steve Nash won his first MVP, right? Because he was doing all the scoring. Stoudemire played 6 games, I think it was, the year after. Who still won a second MVP? Who still won 56 or 57 games without that option? He did it with and without Stoudemire. He had success before, during, and after Stoudemire. Halliburton had no playoff play-in appearance in a weak-ass East before Siakam got there. Before Siakam got there, he was putting up his 20 and 10, but losing.
Because his team wasn't good enough.
And that's why I say the whole run was a team effort.
Hold on. But wasn't there a point in time where Halliburton was – because remember, Siakam was a mid-season – they made the trade mid-season.
Absolutely.
The year they traded for Siakam, they looked like they were going to be a top 5 seed. Remember in the in-season tournament when everybody got introduced to the Pacers because of the play of Halliburton. So let's not act like he wasn't doing this before he got there. They added Siakam to the mix because
I checked it for you, though. They were the 8th seed or the 7th seed the day of that they got him. The year before, they were the 4th seed.
But you remember, though, after the in-season tournament, Hali fucking fell off a cliff.
Yeah, he was top 5 in MVP voting, and he fell off post-December. That's why they got Siakam.
Like y'all, you're gonna discredit Halliburton for the rest of his career just because of Siakam.
I'm not. You gotta understand. My problem is what you do a lot. You can't give him all the credit for the playoff run. You can't give him all the credit for the Pacers' success. You could if he did this before Siakam got there, and once Siakam leaves his team, if he ever does do that, if he has sustained success, Halliburton, that's fine. But I'm not respecting something. I'm not going to overrate a guy and throw him into top 15 convos, throw him into convos where he's in the same room. I'm not saying you do this, but put him in the same room as like a Jalen Brunson. Put him in the same room as an Anthony Edwards. Say he's above Apollo Banchero just because once he got an all-star, all-NBA level teammate, now he could actually make it to the playoffs. Now he could play basketball after tax day.
Hold on. Isn't Carlton Towns an all-star, all-NBA player?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how come Tyrese Halliburton get to the finals with all-star, all-NBA player, and he doesn't get any credit for it? But if Jalen Brunson did the same thing with Cat, he'll get all the credit for it.
Because Jalen Brunson is leading every player, and Jalen Brunson broke records and tied records with Michael Jordan for most points scored in a playoff run. That's the difference. Jalen Brunson's averaging 34 points per game in the playoffs.
Are we not going to act like Halliburton didn't have great moments in the playoffs as well with his clutch shot making, them being down 20 to 21 points in quarters and bringing them all the way back?
Brunson has the comebacks. Brunson has the shots, and then Brunson has the production all 48 minutes. That's the difference.
Halliburton, I agree.
But by far, it's not even close.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying that he's not the best player on his team when he's doing all of that stuff plus being an engine. Brunson's not being an engine, and my camera's gonna die.
Brother, damn, that sucks. No, I'm not gonna lie. I would rather take Brunson's 34 than Halliburton's I'm not even gonna say 20-10 because that's not even what it was in the playoffs. It was really like a 17-10. I'm taking 34 over 17-10. It's just the truth. It's a hard, honest truth. I'm taking that. I'm taking 32. I'm taking 30. I'm taking all that over 17-10. Especially when he dropped as low as 15, 14 points per game in a series. That is not okay with me when you're an all-star player. And in a league where you're scoring more points than ever before, how are you giving me a playoff game with like 8 points, 10 points, and you're my star? You're my star. I would get pissed if OG had 8 points, and he's a third, fourth option.
But like I said, though, everybody has their niche and when they struggle. Wemby's niche might be he shoots them out of the game, right? That was last year. He would take 30-foot threes and miss, right? His fishy would be cooked, right? But Halliburton, the thing he has the edge over these other guys is when he's struggling, he can still affect the basketball game. Like, he still has a chokehold on the basketball game. Like Cade Cunningham last night, I've seen a great example of that. Cade Cunningham struggled from the field, but he still looked like the best player on the floor because of what he was doing, the advantages he was creating for his basketball team.
No, I understand, but I'm not. I'm putting this man in the appropriate conversations that he's in. That's my only point. I'm putting him in the correct room.
I am too.
No, you put him over Wemby. That was unacceptable. That was absolutely unacceptable, Top. Come on. As an individual player, that was absolutely unacceptable. Since Wemby got into the league, since Wemby played his first game, he was better than Halliburton. And that's not a troll either. That's true facts.
Let me go get my charger, man. God.
Justin, you think I'm bugging for saying that? Wemby since his debut's been better?
I don't like that take.
How?
Yeah, my camera died.
Oh, Top got the A boogie. All right, we'll take you to High Bridge. It doesn't look that nice though. I'm not gonna lie. It looks ugly over there. I drive through High Bridge every day. But no, I don't think that's a terrible take at all, bro. As an individual player, I'm telling you, man, like that run, it was great. I can't take away from the run, but it wasn't one player who did it. It wasn't like a Bron 2018. That's why we could give Bron all the credit for him going to the finals in 2018. Unlike Halliburton. Halliburton didn't carry his team to the finals. I hate to use Bron because, yeah, Bron is Bron, understandably so. But it's like, come on, man. That was win by committee. They had Neesmith make 6 threes in 2 minutes. They had Siakam score 25 out of the first 30 points. That Siakam dropped, Justin, was it 3 or 4 30 balls against us in the conference finals? It was 4. It was 3? It was 3 or 4. But half the series, you dropping 30.
I'm about to check right now, actually.
I just want some Siakam love and respect. That's all. But we talking about a man who's not even playing. We can get away from that now.
He had 3. So he had game 2, he had 39. Game 4, the game that Top likes to bring up, the Halliburton game, Siakam had 30 that game. And then game 6, Siakam had 31.
That's all. I want my mans to get his credit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Top don't know about this, but me and Justin used to have Siakam Tatum debates, and I'm still holding on to that.
Siakam's better than Jaylen Brown.
Maybe. Depends on the day. Depends on the day.
So y'all say I hate Halliburton, and I'll give Siakam his respect, but I'm saying Siakam's better than Brown.
I'm not mad at that.
It depends on the day. Are you talking about all time?
All time is a debate as well. But right now he's better than him.
Right now, after these first 2 games, yeah.
Yeah.
But all time though, Jaylen Brown is better.
It's close.
What were you about to say, Justin?
You saw he had his fake hairline on OG's jersey?
Stop. Come on. We don't got to do that. We don't got to do that, bro. We don't got to do that, bro. Leave my boy alone, bro. Him and Siakam is both my boys. I see what Top is trying to do. Top wants me to take down. He wants me to tear down one of my favorites. I'm not going to do that to either of them. That's both my guys right there. I'll fuck with both of them. I'm not going to pick. But depending on the day, one is better than the other. But it's that close. The take I was about to make, though, Top is going to hate this because he really hates this guy a lot. Luka's gonna run away with the MVP. Like, run away with it. And he's gonna average 35 plus. That's his MVP to lose at this point in time, bro. 43 and now 49. Just give it to the man already. Honestly, it's only been 2 games. Just give him the trophy. Why not? I definitely want to hear Top's take on this first before Justin.
I don't hate Luka. Let's start there. But the thing is that I don't think it's possible that for you to win an MVP as the 7th seed. So that's all there is to it. I think that the production on the
Why?
court would be incredible, but you can't win the MVP award as the 7th seed.
Who said they're gonna finish 7th?
I did.
That's you.
Yeah.
So if they're 5th, he's your MVP.
Depends on how Shea plays, because Shea's going to be 1. And let's not act like Shea didn't have 55 and 35 and because this matters, right? You got to look at the outlook, because he's willing their team to victory, dead tired in double overtime. It's taking everything out of him, and his second best player is not on the floor. So
why is it getting to overtime though? Luka's doing it with no OT.
He won 1 game though. That's the key. You got to win.
With no OT though, he gained 49.
You got to win.
I'm giving it to Luka. Running with it too.
If Shea's at 32, 5 and 6 again, 50% from the field, he's probably going to shoot horrible from 3, right? And then you have Luka probably at like 33, 34, and probably like
35,
8 and 8, and one is a 7 seed and one is a 1 seed, and there's a 10 to 12 game gap. I'm giving my MVP to the 1 seed, a guy who's probably gonna miss his best player for like at least another 2 to 5 games, right? So at the beginning of the year, if they win all of these games and he comes back and they're still the number 1 seed, that matters.
Where does Ant fall in all this? No, I'm trolling.
And he falls. You know, he's better than Tatum now. Like no debate.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah, he's better than Tatum. He's a top 5 player now. But when we hit 27, 28, we snatching everybody's chain.
I'm just saying though, man. You said he was definitely gonna average more assists. His first game, he had 1.
Well, did you watch the game? It's because his guys was out there smoking wide open layups.
He had 1.
That's why he could have had 7 assists.
Had 1, bro.
He could have had 7.
But you don't think Luka and Halliburton and Trae Young also have their guys miss a bunch of shots, but they also create much more opportunities though for them to make future ones.
Yeah, but for sure. But these guys are way better playmakers than Ant. Nobody said that Ant was going to be a playmaker to them guys' level. I didn't say that.
I still think he's below average.
He can be to the level of Shea, right? As long as his teammates make shots.
I think Shea's a tier above him in playmaking.
I don't think so. I think that Ant's right there.
Justin, who's a better playmaker, Ant or Paolo?
Ant.
Fuck you. Let me hear you on your MVP take.
About Luka being what, comfortably
running away.
I mean, in terms of production, yeah, he gonna be right up there. But in terms of winning the award, I don't know. It's tough to see, only just because of the Lakers situation and how they might be in the standings. Because just based on these first 2 games, I don't think this Lakers team is very good defensively. They're not that good at all. A lot of teams are going to have their way. I think last night was more of they came out to make a statement, and they knew the Timberwolves was going to be caught sleeping. And like Top said in the beginning of the show, like by the time Luka got into rhythm, it was too late. Like there was no adjustments at that point. But I think they just came in and just punched them in the mouth off rip. But I feel like throughout the season, though, a lot of guards especially are probably going to have their way against this team. And they're just going to be having to live and die with Luka putting up, like, superhero numbers for them to have a chance in these games. And, I mean, it's Luka, so it's going to be sustainable. But I don't know what the win and loss column is going to look like for them. And I don't see it being that high, like, as of right now. Because the Warriors really schooled them. Like, it looked crazy. And Luka had to turn into a superhero for it to be a close game. So
The Warriors, Luca FC. We not worried about the Warriors, bro.
You should be.
Absolutely not.
And it's not because of Luka, it's because you got DeAndre Ayton on your back line.
Bro, they got a 43-year-old man that got to last the whole season.
Here's the thing, though, Lot. Here's the thing, though. Right? Because last year with Anthony Davis, I'm not saying Anthony Davis is on Luka's level. Luka's 1,000 times better than Davis. But they were a better matchup. They were a better matchup for the Warriors. Why? Because they could really focus in on the perimeter more because they know they had Anthony Davis roaming in the middle of the paint, especially if he's on Draymond Green. So all them backdoor cuts, those split actions, all those things that the Warriors run, right? We got it locked up at the rim with Davis. Now we got Ayton. You see how many backdoor cuts and layups pretty much they got with Ayton back there? So now we can't guard the paint and we can't guard the perimeter. So now we can't guard nothing.
Yeah. I didn't even bring that up. It's like, yo, you got Luka and Reeves on the perimeter, and then you got Ayton on your back line. Everybody's going to have free cheese against the Lakers.
Can we respect Marcus Smart?
Oh, my God. Marcus Smart going to be injured in the next 15 games.
So we can say that, but we can't say that for Jimmy Butler on the Warriors.
Well, Jimmy Butler, he hasn't been durable for the past, 4 to 5 seasons. Three
7 at this point. Honestly.
But still, though, I trust Jimmy Butler more than Marcus Smart. And Marcus Smart played really good last night, but it's about consistency. Can he do that every night? And he's not going to. And I know that for
He can. He can. He can, bro. I believe in it. And Top, I still don't. I want you to redo it now that we're on the show for you to name 6 teams better than the Lakers by the end of the season.
Okay. Let's start up top. The Thunder, the Rockets.
You doing West?
The Timberwolves.
The Rockets.
Yeah, the Rockets, the Timberwolves.
Wait until my last take. We taking the Rockets off this fucking list. I'm sorry.
The Rockets, the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, the Clippers, and the Warriors.
Clippers don't look good.
I mean, they looked. I didn't watch the game, but I seen they won by 20 against the Suns. I know it's the Suns, but
they got smacked by the guys.
I got to see them against some comp.
Brother, they got cooked by Utah.
I know they did. I know, but Utah. They one of them sneaky teams early. They're a good October team. November early. They be sneaking some wins in.
How are we giving more grace and losing to Utah and getting fried by Utah than giving grace to losing to the Warriors?
It's one game, though. It's one game. The Clippers still have a better roster than the Lakers. They'll figure it out. Top to bottom, they're gonna have a way better defense. They have more talented players offensively. Kawhi, James Harden, Zubac, all of these guys. They just have a better team. So they're gonna finish higher. And you even said the Spurs. The Spurs, I'm starting to question. They might be better than the Lakers when they get D Fox back.
The Spurs are better than the Clippers and the Rockets. The Rockets are ass.
Is a stretch. That's a stretch.
The Rockets are ass.
Because who has a better roster, the Clippers or the Spurs?
With D Fox?
With D Fox.
Give me the Spurs.
You're trolling. Justin, you hear this though? You hear what he's openly saying? Really?
Am I bugging, Justin?
I think the Clippers have a better roster, but Wemby is just gonna overpower all of that.
And then De'Aaron Fox too. De'Aaron Fox is better than Harden.
You're so high on De'Aaron Fox.
You don't think De'Aaron Fox is better than Harden?
Yeah, I do, but I don't think Harden is that good either.
Wow, damn, not that good is crazy.
I think that Harden is a. I don't know where to rank him, but he's all he is a playmaker at this point. But Kawhi's there, and you got John Collins, you got Zubac, you got an actual backup big.
You said that like an insult
to Harden.
Yeah, he's just a playmaker. That sounded crazy.
No, but Harden is a good regular season player, though.
I'm sorry, bro. I was high on the Clippers going into the season. That loss to the Jazz.
Loss though?
It's the Jazz. The Jazz are gonna get the first pick this season. It's the Jazz. And Ace wasn't even cooking. Ace played like ass, bro.
He played 20 minutes.
Yeah, Ace is making my Rookie of the Year pick look terrible right now.
They they're a sneaky team, man. I don't think the Jazz just are that bad. I actually don't think the Jazz are tanking, to be honest. I think they're actually trying to win.
Nah, I've seen this movie before. They playing hard now.
I mean, Justin, to compare to college football, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna value a loss to an SEC team than a loss to a MAC team. And the Jazz are a MAC team. The Warriors are a SEC loss. I'm valuing the SEC loss, bro. I'm sorry. You losing to a team like the Jazz at that, I don't care if they tried in the first 3 weeks. I'm sorry. That is more dishonorable than losing to the Warriors. I'm just keeping it a bean, man. I'm keeping it a bean. And the Rockets, you know what? I'll just get my Rockets take out the way, and then I'll let y'all two give your finals. The Rockets are falling into a plan, and they're going to be a first-round exit unless they get a point guard. Because point amen, this shit's not working.
I was gonna say that, but I knew somebody here was gonna have that too.
Point amen is not a thing, bro. I'm sorry. I love Amen Thompson, but like Justin said earlier, we got to stop pretending that today, in the future, he may be, but we got to stop pretending today he's like just a solidified guy like that. He's not. He still has a lot to work on. Top likes to talk a lot about the holes in players' games. He can't shoot. He's not a great playmaker. Phenomenal all-world defender. Phenomenal all-world athlete. But like Justin said, let's pump the brakes on all-star talk and all this shit, because you know what? We could have 5 all-star teams right now. He wouldn't make it right now. Seriously. We could have 5 all-star teams, each with 12 players on it. He wouldn't make it at this point in time. Like, we got to chill out. They need a real point. There's something going on in Texas. One team got all the point guards. The other two don't got a single one. It's a problem. And it's a known problem. And that was my concern with the Rockets. Once Fred went down, because, Justin, we did our rankings before Fred went down, right? I wish that had happened before that news broke before, because they would have fell so far down my list. They probably would have been down to 6. But now, after seeing it in application, they could be an 8 seed. They very well might damn be an 8 seed.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact they're not winning a playoff series. Even if they finish top 4 or top 5, they're not winning a playoff series. I could promise you that. I can guarantee you guys that. Not even as a hot take, but as something I'm going to stand on until April.
You think that hurts Kevin Durant and how people look at him? The public.
I think Kevin Durant is who he is, bro. You can only go up. You can't hurt his legacy anymore.
Yeah.
Man's 38.
I really think the point guard thing is the biggest issue for them. I don't see Kevin Durant as a reason why they're 0-2 right now. You could point to he fouled out in game 1 against the Thunder, but I really feel like if they had a true legit point guard, they close out both of those games probably. Because a real true point guard, they probably could sense when that OKC run is happening or when it's going to happen, and they're like, all right, we need something to happen right now. Like just a quick, easy bucket to just keep this lead going. Chris Paul is somebody who's really good at this. When he sees the other team is making a run, I'm going to go down the court and draw a foul, get to the free throw line, slow the game down, shit like that. And it's hard to find that point guard because in the NBA, that type of point guard is at a very minimum right now because that is the type of point guard that the Houston Rockets need. I'm looking at last night against the Pistons. That was a game that went down to the wire. Another game that if they had a point guard, they probably closed that game out too. So it's tough. I agree with Jordan. Like, yo, them not having a point guard is a big, like, glaring hole for them. And
you know who they could get, Justin? Sorry to cut you off. The con man. They should look into getting the con man.
Oh, Dinwiddie?
Who's that?
No.
Oh, Schroeder.
Yeah. To be honest, there's 2 con men now at that point. Dinwiddie low-key is a con man sometimes. If they don't get a Schroeder or Dinwiddie, bro, they're cooked. Because you don't even need an all-star. You really don't. They just need a point guard. A guy who's a true point guard. And they don't have that right now.
Wait, do you think the Spurs are going to win a playoff series?
Can they? Yeah, I think they could.
I think they could win 1. They can't go to no conference final. Bro, they're way better than the other 2 teams in Texas, man. Way better at this point in time. And they got 3 point guards. The other 2 have 1 combined and is D'Lo. Like, come on. Reed Shepard's not a point guard to me either. That's my other concern. He's an undersized too. Amen is not a point guard.
He's not. I don't know why people are so high on him just because I've seen some people compare him to young LeBron. We got to stop. We have to. Amen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Amen is just he's just host, like he said, so many holes in his game that he needs to plug. He's a good downhill driver. He can use his speed to get past players, but he can finish there. But everywhere else, he's like last night. He just was turning the ball over because he was trying to do too much. Right? He finds himself in bad spots. He doesn't really have a jumper to like say like that's my spot on the floor. I'm gonna get to it and I'm gonna rise up and I'm gonna shoot it. It's all like it's easy to game plan for him. I know that he's going to the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like
0 for
people
7
compare him
from
to young
3
John
that
Morant.
first
Young
game.
John Morant was one of the best high IQ passers in the game, and plus he still had a floater.
Mm-hmm.
He still had other things to his
Yep.
game. A man is straight downhill.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He got nothing else, bro. He's got nothing else. I know what we're getting from you. I know what we're getting from you, and you can't play make right now.
Yeah,
So I'm very concerned about Houston.
you got to go under the screen and just cut him off before he tries to get downhill.
Is there one team Houston could beat in the playoffs right now in the West, like an actual playoff team?
No.
Nah.
So top, you got them losing to the Lakers.
Yeah, if they play the Lakers
Let's
in the
go.
series, yeah,
Let's
because
go.
they would the only way they would have a chance is they just abuse the Lakers. Like they would have to use every ounce of their strength and just mug up the series, like kind of like what they tried to do against the Warriors, and it was working because Jimmy Butler was a little shaken up, right, and they were doing that hand thing with Curry, and Curry had hurt his wrist or whatever, but they would have to mug up the series seriously, like bad.
The Rockets would be like, I'm not gonna lie, they would be dreading to face the Lakers. I could tell you that right now. They would not want to see them.
Well,
That's a nightmare matchup.
going into my last take, I was gonna get something else, but we really covered it that the Lakers would make the playoffs or like make the top six, be in the plan. But
You hate the Lakers.
no,
You hate the Lakers, bro.
no, their defense sucks. Their roster is horrible. It's bad. But look, Trae Young will get traded. Trae Young's gonna get traded.
To where?
I don't know where, but he's either gonna get traded or he's not gonna be in a Hawk uniform next year, in my opinion. Trae Young's just not, he had a decent showing in the fourth quarter last night, but for 3 quarters, he was legitimately one of the worst point guards in the NBA. Like, actually, he was bad. Trae Young, I don't know what's happened to him. Like, there was a point in time where he got to a spot on the floor, right, and got to his floater. He would either draw a foul or he would rise up and throw a lob or make the floater, the easy basket. Trae Young is more reliant on his three, and he can't make a shot. He can't. He's not big enough. He's not strong enough to really create against like bigger defenders or point of attack defenders guarding him one on one. So he's relying on his foul baiting, his drawing fouls. Right? He's not fast enough. He's not strong enough. I don't even think his handle is good enough to get past the one on one defender, and that's hence why he struggles in the playoffs. And he turns the ball over so much. So I think that the Hawks are looking at that. They're already looking at it and saying, well, we're not going to pay you. He's getting upset because they're saying we're not going to pay you because we want to see what you're going to do on the floor for us to see if we can pay you, right? Like we brought in Jalen Johnson, we got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, we got Luke Kennard, we got Kristaps Porzingis, we got all these guys around you, but yet like this is the best team that you've ever had. You got to go prove something. You got to prove it to us, right? Because if we look at the players in the East, right? I say it on live all the time. Can they win or even get to the finals with Trae Young as your best player, as a franchise player? I don't think so. Because why? If you look around the East, Donovan Mitchell's better. Paolo Banchero is better. Franz Wagner has a question to be better than Trae Young. Tyrese Halliburton, when he comes back, is better, right?
No.
Jason Tatum,
No.
when he comes back, is better. Giannis is better. Kate Cunningham is better. That's like 7 legit guys.
Where's Jalen Brunson?
Huh?
Where's Jalen Brunson?
Well, yeah, Jalen Brunson is 8.
Yeah, there we go.
That's 8 guys that's not even you can even question are better than Trae Young. If there's 8 guys better than you in your conference, you're not going to the finals unless it's just pure luck and somebody's hurt.
I think they could make it if somehow we got knocked out early, which I pray doesn't happen.
No, because
To be
even
honest with
then you're taking the Magic over. Like the Heat always has struggled with the Magic. Like That's what he's done in the past. So like in the playoffs, you're taking the Magic simply off the sole fact is he's gonna have Anthony Black hounding him, Franz Wagner and Paolo guarding him the whole time, and even a Jalen Suggs time to time. He's not creating off the dribble against them, especially in the playoffs.
He should join them.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
seriously, we've been linking him to the Magic since we started the podcast. Would be the perfect fit for him, to be truly honest with you. But honestly, top respect. You might hate Trae Young more than me. Respect. No, respect. It might be possible.
Like, if we're talking about foul baiting, though, he's one of the worst in the league at it because he'll get past the guy, he'll stop, wait for them to recover, and take the shot and move back into them and draw a foul. They got to change that rule.
Can I send you the video of Shea shuffling his feet, not borderline, blatantly traveling and jumping into a player? That's okay with you?
They can't. The difference between him and he
Oh my God!
Shea foul baits. Yes, he foul baits. And I'm not saying that Trae Young, what he's doing is smart, because you when you're small like that, those little things, like, you got to be good at, like Brunson does too. Like, it's hard to be 6 foot and a great scorer in the NBA. It's hard. You're gonna have to get to the line. So, but Shea, it's different because I literally think they just cannot guard him. Trae Young, they can guard him. He has to do it. Shea doesn't have to do that. It's just he uses it to get free buckets.
Come on, man. Like you just said, when you're that small, when you're an AI, a Brunson, a Trae Young, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. A CP3.
Yeah.
That's what bothers me about, to be honest with you, like the real reason. That's what bothers me about the Shea thing. You're 6'6", man. You're not frail either. You don't gotta do this to be hooping, bro. You'll still get your 32 with 7 free throws instead of 10. I know it. These guys got to do it to survive, though.
Okay, but if you look at all the fouls in that game, though, like, he was actually getting fouled. That one he traveled, but he was actually getting fouled, like, for real.
What about the whole highlight tape of all the flopping he did last season? Would you be okay with that? Would you be okay in admitting?
Are you okay with Luka flopping as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if you're gonna be okay with one, you got to be okay with two.
I don't have to. I don't have to.
That's what I don't get, though. That's what I don't understand. We call Shea insufferable to watch, but then we can watch Luka do it, when I actually think Luka's doing it worse.
Luka's ethical hoops.
No, it's not. Come on.
Luka's ethical hoops. Him and Brunson are both ethical hoops, man. Come on. Justin, what's your last take, bro?
My last take is, I was trying to decide between one of the two teams, and it was going to be either the Hawks or the Magic. One of them is not going to be as good as we all thought.
The Hawks?
And I feel like there's low-key a good case for both. For the Magic, one of my cases was they're going to have to, like, overly rely on that starting five, because they really don't have that much depth. Like, Jonathan Isaac only played 7 minutes against the Heat. Shout out to Tristan DeSilva. He was one dude that I was really high on in the draft last year. He's been their bright spot off the bench. Goga Batase is good, being that backup big for them. Tyus Jones he's cool. And then Anthony Black, he gonna give you spurts defensively, but offensively you really don't know. And then with the Hawks, I guess with them, it's also a little bit, I think one of their thing is they don't really know. I guess it's probably still early in the season for them to figure out, like, all right, who got what and all of this. Because right now, between two games, Nickeil Alexander-Walker has taken the most shots on the team. And this is a guy we brought in to be coming off the bench for y'all, and he's taking a lot of the shots. Dyson Daniels offensively is still is a concern. What you guys, the concerns with Trae Young is very valid. Can he be efficient this year? That's something we got to see. I do like what I've seen from Jalen Johnson as well. If I had to pick between the two, I think I'm gonna pick Atlanta, because one thing I just remembered with the Magic is, like, Mo Wagner still got to come back. And maybe
I hate to interrupt you, but why is Jace Richardson not playing? He shot 70% from
that's
three.
a good question. That's a good question. I think he's a guy that he will give him a spark. I feel like if they play him, and maybe I don't know. And that was something I was gonna bring up earlier. I'm like, is it a concern with Orlando that they going down to the wire playing a nail biter with Miami, who we don't think is that good? They choked this game away against Atlanta.
Choked. Oh my goodness.
They choked it badly.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of a concern to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Atlanta, them getting pounded by the Raptors was bad. And then they looked like they was outmatched against Orlando until the very end of that game. So I feel like one of these two teams is going to be very disappointing compared to where we had them coming into the year.
I think that's more than fair. I don't even know if that's really too much of a hot take, to be honest with you.
It's not really a hot take.
Not to take it away from you. You feel me? But
I think it's Atlanta, man. I don't hate. Well, you know what? I hate people's fans. Like, I don't like Trae Young's fans. That's what it is. I don't like his fans. I just don't like his fans. I hate overrated players. That's just what it is, right? So
like Halliburton, bro? What the fuck?
He's not overrated. He's underrated. He's underrated.
Oh man.
Like Trae Young, like,
I don't know. They was talking about Halliburton.
Though, like, Nickeil Alexander-Walker took 21 shots last night.
Yeah.
Like, what are you the best player on the team or not?
He was 1 for 10 from 3.
Are you I know you want to be a pass first, but you got to go out there and score at least.
You gotta go hoop.
And he hasn't been doing that at all.
Top, are Memphis gonna break up? I was about to add an extra hot take. I had like 10 instead of 5.
Yeah, I think Jaw's gone, bro. He won't spend his whole career in Memphis.
What's the
Send him
best
to Minnesota? Because if that happens, they're winning the championship.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, what's the best landing spot for Ja?
Minnesota. They would win the chip. Just imagine. Ja
You're just putting your two favorite players together.
No. They would be the best clutch offense in the NBA.
Top, stay with me. Stay with me, right? Hold on, stay with me. I'm gonna sit up too. Trade a men and extra package, whatever else, and just get Ja Morant to Houston.
I'm not mad at it, but they're not trading them in.
If they don't trade a men for Ja Morant, they're stupid and they're overrating a men. I'm sorry.
I think it's on two sides. It's hesitant because they love a man, and people are talking them into thinking that he really has star potential upside. And on the other side, Memphis is going to be real reluctant to trade Ja. They love Ja over there, so I just like it's easier for them to trade Desmond Bane or even Jaren Jackson than Ja, to be honest. But send them to Minnesota because we all know that Minnesota is one point guard away from actually being contenders. They would have the best. They would have the best.
What is the package?
What is that package?
The package is nasty though. Man. But it would have to be Terrence Shannon Jr., Rob, Terrence. But the contracts don't match up. You would have to trade probably Randall, bro. Or no. Actually, no.
Or Nas Reed.
Actually, no. Terrence Shannon Jr., Rob Dillingham, and Nas Reed. For Ja Morant. And a pick. Throw a first-round pick in there, too. That's not a bad trade.
It's worse than whatever Houston can offer.
Well, of course, because you're giving them a min. But still, though, that's not a bad trade.
And I'd rather take Suggs and Filler, too.
But the Suggs and a Filler over Nas Reed, TSJ, and Rob?
Oh, when you throw Rob in, yeah.
And a pick. And a first-round pick. That is a package.
What about Ja and Phoenix?
Ew.
What's wrong with that?
That's not bad. They need a point guard, too.
No. That's disgusting.
What happened to the point guard position, man?
If I'm being honest, though, I just talked myself into that. They need to do that during the deadline. Like, no troll. They have to do that.
What?
Terrence Shannon Jr., Nas Reed, a first-round pick, and Rob Dillingham. They have to make that trade.
They're not gonna do that, man. Come on.
I would 1,000% do that.
That shit would be exciting as fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie.
And you know what to do for the league? John Inc. on the same team competing for a championship?
Show
That
you.
spacing gonna be disgusting, though.
If David Stern was alive, bro, he'd have a heart attack.
You know why? It won't, because NBA was a 40% 3-point shooter. And Julius Randle can shoot the 3-ball too.
In what year?
I trust Randle more than I trust Ant more than Randle in terms of space.
Hold on. Randle could shoot the 3 in what year? 2025?
In the playoffs last year he did.
This ain't 2021 Randle, man.
The only thing about it though, they wouldn't have no backup point. But Dante would have to be the backup point. But he's the starting point right now, so that's a huge upgrade.
So who's the starting 5 if they make that trade? Ja and
Randle,
Rudy, or McDaniels.
And McDaniels. Off the bench, you have Dante. Ooh, your bench would be buns.
That's it. It's just Dante,
fucking Jawan Behringer.
Behringer will have to get some minutes.
It's clips, bro. It's clips.
Yeah, you have no wing.
Sam to Brooklyn.
They would have to get a filler in there though, because Nas Reed makes 125.
John in Brooklyn will be crazy.
They would have to probably get like a Cedric Coward back or something, but I don't think they're gonna trade him. It'll have to be like Santi Aldama maybe.
The Riddler,
Cedric Coward.
Cedric Coward. Yeah, I like that trade though. If you get a piece back with Ja, like a bench piece, they're winning the final. I would pick them to win the finals.
You got them beating OKC.
If they get Ja on the bench piece, yes.
Nah.
Come on, bro.
If they get Ja Morant and Cedric Coward, or Ja Morant and Santi Aldama, they don't win the championship?
No, bro. No.
That's cap.
John and are not beating OKC. They're not beating OKC.
How do you? But y'all are telling me they're a point guard away from competing for it, like being real.
Who said that? Who said that? I didn't say that.
Be real though.
Nah, I just said what's the best landing spot for John? You said Minnesota.
So are they not a point guard away? Are they not a point guard away?
No, they're still not beating OKC.
I don't think Ja's the point guard they need though.
That's the thing. His role would be lower though. He wouldn't have to be a scorer. Like if Ja's a passer first, a playmaker, he's for sure gonna take care of that ball. He's one of the best in the league. Like, and you're telling me if he can just lock in on that and then score when he needs to, like all they got to do against the Oklahoma City is take care of the ball. If they take care of the ball, they have a great chance to win.
He also got to stay healthy too.
Who?
Ja, because he hasn't played more than.
I don't know about that.
He's already injured too.
He's already injured.
He was questionable for that. He's questionable today, and I don't think he's gonna play today in the back-to-back.
Yeah, so it's a back-to-back. Yeah,
he's not playing. Yeah.
Come on, guys. Just put them in blue pinstripes. Yeah, it's our conference rivals, but put them in blue pinstripes.
You think that? But so if he, like I'm saying, he hasn't been healthy. So you think that's a little bit too much of a package for John?
I don't like John Orlando either.
Come on, Jaxon.
You don't like John Orlando? I like that.
That spacing is
back to Bane.
Yeah, he gets back. He gets to chill with Bane again.
Who you trading though to get him?
Franz. Sucks. It's a bullshit. You're not trading Franz. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not trading Franz.
Suggs and some bullshit, bro. That's all you got to throw together. Throw it at the wall.
But you basically saying like, yo, Bane and Franz, y'all gonna have to shoot the lights out every fucking night. Because if y'all don't, it's over.
Yeah, why not? Do it. Go for it. Try. I would take the chance, bro. Just to have Ja, Franz, Bane, and Paolo on one team. Yeah, I'd take the fucking chance. Why not? And worry about it later. Which is usually how GMs get into trouble in the future. But still, like, come on, bro. That team sounds crazy. I think that team has a better chance of contending than Minnesota.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
But it's only because you guys have to see OKC, bro.
Is that team even beating Denver?
Yes. They beat Denver without him. No, I'll be back. Y'all, I gotta use the bathroom. Y'all hate me. I see what it is.
This is craziness. This is crazy talk. This is
Man.
glazed.
Who would be a better fit for that team, man? Actually, I should wait till he gets back.
Damn. I want to hear the question already, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Because, yeah, he's saying that the Timberwolves beat them a couple years ago, but there was a guy playing that he is that point guard that they kind of need. He's old as fuck now, but I don't think John Morant's that answer, bro.
Jamal Murray?
No.
What you talking about?
Nah, I was gonna ask Todd. I'm like, is their ceiling higher with John Morant right now or with prime Mike Conley?
Come the fuck on, bro. Are you serious? That's not even prime Mike Conley.
Mike Conley is horrible now, man.
No, it's not. I'm not saying that was prime Mike Conley.
You're saying Grizzlies Mike Conley?
Yeah.
They would be better with Grizzlies Mike Conley than Ja right now.
That's the point guard they kind of need. I don't think Ja's that type.
Top two-way ability, spreads the floor, playmaking.
Mike Conley's buns, man. Mike Conley had 0 points and 4 fouls.
But we talk about like 2017 Mike Conley, hypothetical.
Because I was like, prime Mike Conley would be a better fit with this Timberwolves team than John Morant right now.
Prime Mike Conley fits any contender in history.
Yeah, we got.
He's shaking his head.
You imagine a parade, right? Imagine a championship with John Morant and Anthony Edwards. That would be the best thing for the league that ever happened.
Are we talking about
that's a good word to use, imagine, because that's the only thing you're gonna be able to do with that. That shit ain't never gonna be no fucking reality. I'm sorry.
I actually think it would be bad for the league, to be honest, because there'll be some nasty things being said. Ant gonna say he's the best player in the world and how nobody can fuck with him. And then
He already says that.
Huh?
He already says that.
Yeah, but it's gonna be times 5. And then John will join him.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. That duo would be must see TV.
Every night.
I would be hyped to see it. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. Beating OKC, I don't know about that.
OKC is trashing they shit in 6.
Nah, it'll at least go 7 if Minnesota loses. I'm telling you, bro. All they gotta do, bro. The only reason they lost the series last year is because Chris Finch was being a terrorist and they couldn't take care of the basketball, bro. That's it. I think that Anthony Edwards is gonna come in better than what he did because he's a better player, right? Than last year against the Thunder. And Julius Randle just take care of the basketball. That's it.
That's a big ask.
And you got to think about it, you're adding another 20 plus per game score on the team.
OKC's trying to do that. That's how they play. They trying to play reckless and make you cough up that basketball.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Just be smart with it, though.
But yeah, Julius Randle's not just gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna turn the ball over.
For some reason, though, I think it's gonna happen. Like, I really think they gon' yeah, it's coming, bro. Ja gonna somehow end up on. I'm manifesting it. He gonna somehow end up on the Timberwolves somehow.
That shit would be exciting, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Where's Triple J going?
Right where he's at.
Bro, some say you're.
He's gonna be a lifer.
Bro. You said what?
He's gonna be a lifer in Memphis.
I mean, he just signed an extension, so I think that if John Morant gets hurt, if John Morant doesn't play at least, if he misses more than 12 to 15 games before the deadline, he's getting traded, and they're gonna say that Jaren's our future.
Jaren with the Spurs?
Future.
Yeah. Jaren with the Spurs would be disgusting.
That shit would be nasty. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a team that could fuck with OKC.
Didn't his dad play for the Spurs?
Yeah. He won a championship, I think, in 03.
Yeah.
That team can mess with OKC, but Ant's better than Wemby. Yeah, okay. And Ja's better than Jaren. So how does that make sense?
Ant's not better than Wemby.
Oh, here we go. Here we
He's
go.
not. He's not. Wemby right now is second in MVP and by far first in DPOY.
It's 2 games in the season.
Hey, this whole episode is based on 2 games, bro. You can't argue with me about that. Come on. And besides, think about it.
Wemby really had 10 blocks because I was watching that game, man. He had 10 blocks.
It would only suck. It would suck because I would have to stop rooting for the Spurs if Triple J went there.
Oh my god!
Like real shit. Not even trying to troll.
Him on the Spurs would be fucking disgusting.
It would be a great fit.
Nasty.
That should be crazy.
Like, they'll give OKC fits, bro.
Well,
But they should.
You said Jaren Jackson's a horrible playoff performer, so why would you say that? Julius Randle's actually a better playoff performer than Jaren Jackson.
I
He
mean, shit,
is.
when you
That's
got
crazy.
when you got Wemby and Fox, it don't really matter what the fuck Jaren Jackson do.
Yeah, he could just go stand out there, honestly, and get 8 points. They're still gonna win. There's a difference between playing next to Ja and Bane and then like elite players and Fox and Wemby.
And
I'm ready for that matchup. I'm ready to see Wemby go against the Thunder, man, because that's gonna really show me how good he's really got. Because they're gonna send so much pressure at him, it's gonna be disgusting.
That's gonna be the one.
Fly.
That's probably the only team that could really like fuck with him, honestly.
The Rockets, maybe.
Wait, you said what, Justin?
I feel like I said the Thunder might be the only team that could really like mess him up, type shit.
That's not true.
Who else?
Giannis is the best Wemby defender by far. It's not even close. Statistically speaking, Giannis is by far the best Wemby defender. It's not even close. And AD is one of the worst. Even before the matchup they had, AD was one of the worst.
I'm just talking about from like a team standpoint. I feel like OKC could really do a good job collectively.
I don't. The Spurs would lose, but Wemby's getting his.
I think the Rockets, the Clippers, one of them sneaky teams too, because they got bigs on bigs, and then they got a Chris Dunn, a Kawhi, guys who's gonna dig in and try to get the ball out of your hands. So they got a lot of
Clippers.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweep.
If they play the Clippers in the playoffs, they would lose.
Sweep.
The Clippers.
Fox.
That's not bad either.
Fox is averaging 26. Wemby's averaging 30.
Who do you think? Who is who is Fox? Like you're really high on Fox. Like
Aaron Fox is a top 7 point guard, bro, in the NBA.
Oh my! Is Fox better than Halliburton?
Absolutely, and you know that's true. You know that's true. You know that's true. You know that shit is true, bro. And you agreed with me at the start of last year. You, my friend, I know what you are. I know exactly what you are. You are a playoff glazer. You are a team achievement glazer. That's what you are.
How old is? Let me answer this question, right? How old is Halliburton?
25.
25, yeah.
How old is Fox?
26, 27.
He has more playoff success and he has more individual accolades than Fox, and he's 2 years younger. Fox came into the league in 2017. Halliburton came in the league in 2020. He's already cleared him in both of those aspects of the game. There's no debate.
Good for him, Top. Chauncey Billups has more playoff success than Steve Nash. We know who's better.
Well, no. But he doesn't have as much individual success. There's both. Halliburton clears him in both.
Like that's why I made that comparison with you a couple months ago. Halliburton is just the modern day Chauncey Billups, honestly.
Oh my God. This is nasty, bro. Oh my. Instead of comparing him to a guy he kind of plays like, which is Steve Nash, high IQ, passer, playmaker, offensive engine, you compare him to Chauncey Billups, who literally just hit big shots and play defense.
You're not hearing yourself. This is what you were talking about earlier. Hit big shots.
Was Chauncey Billups an offensive engine?
Hold on. Wait a second. You're saying Chauncey Billups wasn't a playmaker?
No, but was he an engine? Like, was the system created around Chauncey Billups?
He was the engine of their entire offense.
Oh.
Yes. Rasheed Wallace wasn't.
Hold on.
It wasn't built around Rasheed.
Is it? I'm gonna pass the ball to Rasheed and he gonna go get a bucket, or we're gonna actually run some sets for me to create advantages for other players.
They were running sets for him, and then they were running plays for Rip Hamilton. That is a fact, and you can look that up. And it's funny because Chauncey Billups was giving the Lakers like 21-9, the same shit that Halliburton's giving you in the regular season and not giving you in the playoffs in a slower era. So you should be happy. You should take it as a compliment. I'm comparing him to Chauncey Billups, someone that great. The thing is, there was always 5 to 8 point guards better than Chauncey Billups whenever he played.
Okay.
Chauncey Billups was never no top 10 player in the league.
You know what? I can't wait till Fox come back. I can't wait.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie, me too. I miss watching Fox Hoops.
Chauncey got his praise today.
Yeah, that was his praise. I mean, bro, you disrespecting Chauncey Billups now. That's crazy.
I'm not. I just think that Halliburton clears him already at 25 years old.
Clears who?
Chauncey Billups.
Clears who? Who?
Chauncey Billups. Like,
I'm gonna need you. Top. I'm giving you homework. You're gonna have to watch Chauncey Billups film, and you're gonna have to go through that whole basketball reference, playoffs, and regular season, because he's actually a better playoff performer than Halliburton. You just don't know that. And I'm not trolling. And the same way you say like Halliburton has the moments, so did Chauncey Billups. That was the big shot. He was the big shot before Halliburton. You don't respect Chauncey Billups.
I just, you don't respect Halliburton. This is what it is.
I'm gonna have to read out Justin. You know what, Justin? Do me a favor, bro. Can you read me Chauncey Billups' accolades?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
I just want to do a live reaction.
Chauncey Billups, 5-time All-Star.
Okay, Halliburton has 2.
2004 NBA champ.
Halliburton doesn't have that.
3-time All-NBA.
Halliburton doesn't have that.
2004 Finals MVP.
Halliburton doesn't have that.
2-time All-Defensive Team.
Halliburton will never have that.
And that's it.
And then so
Halliburton is a 2-time All-NBA player. He's at 25. He's one below Chauncey Billups, right? 5-time All-Star. What is he, a 2-time All-Star? 3-time All-Star?
2, and he's coming off an Achilles tear.
At 25. So if you want to say that the Achilles tear is going to affect his career, this, that, and the third, then okay. But I think that by the time his career is over, it's going to clear him. He's already on pace, on trajectory to clear him.
Justin, can you wait? What are you about to say?
Chauncey had a top 5 MVP finish,
which Halliburton's never had.
And Chauncey was All-NBA second team once.
Halliburton's never been there.
All-NBA defense, second team twice.
Now, one last thing before we get into the MVP of the week. Can you just highlight Chauncey Billups' seasons? Let's say, should we start 02-03 or 03-04?
You could do 02-03.
Let's do 02-03 to 09-10. And just read the total numbers that pops up for that span.
The total is a point per game.
No, like PPG, assists per game.
17.4 points per game, 3.2 rebounds, 6.3 assists, 1.1 steals. He shot 42% from the field, 39% from 3 on 5 attempts.
In a slower era, he's putting up 17 points, which is what Halliburton's doing, the highest scoring era of all time. That's kind of what I'm hearing. That's essentially what I'm hearing. In a league where there's 50 people giving you 20, Halliburton's not one of the 50, compared to Chauncey's era where you had 10 people averaging 20. And that's not hyperbolic either.
Didn't Halliburton average 20 on the year, right at 20?
This season, no.
It was 18?
This season, no, he did not average 20.
This past season, he averaged 18.6.
I think it was 23-24, he had 20.
Yeah, he was at 20.1.
Yep.
After we get back from our Achilles tear, we'll be back right there. We're gonna average 23 and 11.
Well, will Hali ever have a top 5 MVP finish?
No.
No.
Well, Chauncey Billups has that.
Well, he could if he averaged like 25 and 11 and his team's top 3 in the East.
So he's never going to have a top 5 MVP finish.
He's capable of doing that too.
He technically has 2 top 10 finishes because he was 5th one year and then he was 6th in 09.
Demon, bro. Hali could never. And he hasn't, bro. And he got a Finals MVP. Siakam would have won Finals MVP.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. And even you admitted that on live before Top.
Yeah, he would have.
So he would not have matched Chauncey. We can get into the MVP of the week though, because if anything, I gave Halliburton a compliment on this episode, so I'm proud of myself personally. Nah, the three MVP of the week candidates for both of y'all to decide. I'll let y'all discuss amongst yourselves. I'll be a tiebreaker if I have to. The three guys, Justin, unfortunately, I don't have the exact stats like I usually do. My other phone with the notes just died. But we all know what these guys all did, right? We got Wembanyama, we got Luca, we got SGA. Out of those three, who had the best performances this week?
You.
Damn man. I kind of want to give it to Wemby. Um, I know Shea had the 55, Luca had the back-to-back 40 balls, but I feel like the shit that Wemby was doing was just insane.
Yeah.
He put the world on notice. 40, 15, 3 blocks the first game. Last night fouled out 29 points, 11 rebounds, 9 fucking blocks.
9 blocks.
And I feel like I feel like he really just imposed his will and was like, yo, I'm not fucking around this shit. I really liked his approach to the game because last year the biggest thing was he was taking a lot more 3-pointers, a lot more jump shots, and that was the shit that was pissing me off. This year he's finally like, fuck it, I'm taller than everybody. I'm gonna just go up and fucking destroy y'all. So I think him finally coming into that realization of he could just be unstoppable whenever he wants. I'm gonna pick him for right now. Because I just feel like also the overall discussion too after that first game, everybody was like, "Whoa, we're watching like the best player in the league type shit." That was the discussion. Even with Shea playing the day before, him having that great fourth quarter overtime, the discussion after Wednesday night was Victor Wembanyama will be MVP, face of the league, all of this. This was a conversation after that one game, and he capitalized on it after that. And he's 2-0. Yep. Shea's 2-0. Shea's 2-0 too. Went down to the wire. Luka's 1-1, but I'm gonna give it to Wemby.
What about you, Todd?
I'm gonna do the same. I think that Wembanyama just walking into Dallas, snatching Anthony Davis's chain, right, taking it right off his neck, just showing him that you might be a top 10 player, you might be borderline. I don't care where you are. I'm going to dominate you, and I don't care who you are and who's guarding me. I'm going to dominate you. And I was at that game, and being at that game, that's the most dominant performance I've ever watched in person from any person ever in my life. If I never go back to a Wembanyama game, which hopefully I will, I'll go to plenty hopefully in my later in my career. But I would say that that's like me watching Wilt Chamberlain. Like it was a where he did a reverse dunk and got an and one, and you could hear that dunk from all the way to the floor to the bathrooms or outside the arena. It was that crazy. Like, and him having 9 blocks last night, he did foul out. I think that he did some things where he just was a little bit too undisciplined, but still, I mean, him having those 9 blocks and his team being 2-0, right? That's a big emphasis as well. Him showing me a lot, just me coming in saying he's a better player than what he was last year. Like he's clearly better. His shot diet has changed. He's not spamming 3-pointers, 3 feet behind the 3-point line. He's getting to the basket and he's getting there efficiently. So I would say Wemby for sure. Sure.
You know, another thing too I was gonna bring up. The craziest play from that game was when he blocked Lively, came down the court, ISO, step back 3 and 1.
Yep.
That was the craziest play of that whole game.
Sure. Kicked me out. Well, I was gonna say though is clean sweep, because if it was a tie, bro, I would have said Wemby. Honestly, Wemby, just phenomenal. 9 blocks in 32 minutes. Again, you fouled out as well. Just absolutely nasty, bro. Wemby is the first MVP of the week for the 25-26 season from us. We're going to get a tally going for this season. Top, we're going to be on the way out, brother. I need you to shout out everything, man. We appreciate having you here, bro. I know we've been trying to set up for a while, but you always welcome back. And don't apologize for interrupting, bro. Especially not to fucking Justin. Just interrupt. Cut them off. Who cares, bro? We don't care, bro. But shout out everything, bro. That's all you.
Yeah. You know how I say it. I don't really ask for no follows on likes. I just do this because I love to do it, bro. We sat here and we talked ball for 3 hours and 5 minutes, something like
Yep.
that. So I just love talking ball with people. I love talking ball with you as well. I just do it. I love ball, and I want to make this out of career one day. So I appreciate both of y'all for having me on for sure.
Come on, top the socials. Come on, man. You got to. You don't say you're not asking followers.
Top on Hoops. That's it. Go look.
I need the Instagram so I can follow you right now.
Yeah, Top on Hoops on TikTok. Top on Talks on YouTube. I don't be on YouTube that much, but I post on there at least once a week for sure.
What about this new project with Glore? Are you a part of that, or are you just a guest? What's up with that?
Yeah. It's called Court of Opinion. We get different people on every week. It's a whole bunch of people in the group, and we just sit there, and there's a lot of arguments in there too. So Glore, that's my dog, but Glore, I torch him every time.
I don't know about that.
Not every time. I don't torch Glore. I don't torch Glore.
You be getting fried by P.
Oh, I don't get fried by P. Nobody gets fried by P. You agree with P because you like to see his brain dead takes that he gives. He's hilarious though. He said that Caleb. Look, Justin. He said that Caleb Love. If he was a GM, he would rather draft Caleb Love or VJ Edgecombe.
Before the season started, though.
Nah,
like, are we serious?
That's crazy.
He also said Harden was better than Giannis.
He said who?
Harden was better than Giannis.
Like all time?
Like now and all time.
But he's a Giannis hater. Like, that's not fair. That's not like a fair opinion. That's not a fair opinion. But speaking of Glore,
Love over VJ is crazy.
Just let it slide. Just let it slide. But what I'll say,
he agreed with him. He loves.
That's crazy, bro.
Bro, me and P, we like to troll a little bit, bro. But Julius Randle was the locker room leader though last year. That wasn't troll.
No, he wasn't. He was the most consistent player. He wasn't the locker room leader.
It was a veteran presence.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Justin, anything else you want to say, bro, before we hop off?
I just want to say appreciate you, Top, for pulling up. Means a lot that you even took the time out of your day to come and pull up to be on with us. It's always motivating, like seeing other people in this space trying to talk, and it makes us want to do more and be better at it as well. So to have this community is dope. So keep grinding, my brother. Appreciate you anytime. And it was a pleasure.
Sure, y'all.
Yeah,
y'all too, man. For sure.
Yeah, that's a really important piece Justin said. I just want to reiterate. It's always good to talk basketball. That's actually basketball and not Jordan versus Kobe, Jordan versus LeBron, Kobe versus LeBron for 5 hours straight.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we've ever had that debate ever on this show, and this show's been going on for about 2.5 years now. It's been about 2.5 years roughly, and we don't be doing no GOAT argument for 40 minutes like how certain guys, I'm not going to name them, be live on TikTok every day only talking about Bron and Jordan and Kobe. And I've asked them straight up one time. I was like, do you ever talk about anything that's not them three? And I just got blocked. I literally got blocked for that shit. I was like, because I went into his lives for like 5 days in a row. And I literally just typed in the chat, I was like, do you ever talk about anything else? Like what's going on in the league right now? And I literally just got blocked. So yeah, Top obviously knows what he's talking about. Any guests that we have on, we want to make sure that they know what they're talking about. So yeah, we just want to talk about actual basketball. Justin, can you please sign us off, bro?
If you guys are listening on audio, please give us 5 stars. Please like. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on TikTok at the J&J Podcast. Follow us on Instagram at the JJ Podcast 1. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah.